Transition, and welcome everybody to this week's, or I guess this second episode of Team Maizutsune's Monster Hunter Petty Squabbles stuff, where as a quick recap, as we play the music, we're gonna get right into it because I have to probably go right after the session, I'm assuming. I don't know quite yet because my wife hasn't told me anything, but we'll find out. So
started on Twitch because I didn't get a notification.
Yeah, it started streaming and everything.
Okay.
So I even posted I was live in the chat again, or in the Discord, but whatever. So, quick recap of what's been going on with the game. You as a party were voluntold to rescue or to locate the wizard Rewix, who is a researcher from the Academy, which you all said are quite familiar with. During that time, you spent some time tracking down some poachers, also known as the Talent Society, and recruited a poacher named Rickard Rickardson, I think. I remember.
Rickard Richardson, I think.
I can't remember. Yeah, it's another R in there somewhere. Our last name, can't remember off the top of my head exactly. I have it somewhere in here. It's Rich Hart is what it is. It's a Rickard or Rich Hart. Haha, I have it in my notes. So
you found your notes this time.
I did. Yeah. So, but you spent some time, killed a bunch of poachers there. Ended up going to a town where everyone was dead due to some unknown reason, ish. As you then traveled south, following some more tracks provided by Rewix to another town where you did find Rickard Richard. Outside the town, describing that the entire village was killed. This is where he was from, and thanks to a very intimidating yet forceful speech from Erus, he charged in with you all to hunt down and kill a bunch of people. Where you met a very happy-go-lucky Barry the Chopper-like man that Azrar was fighting against, that teleported away at the end of it when he was weakened. Yes, your nemesis. Patton the Silent, I believe. Guy. He was very nice.
Yeah, not so silent.
You're the silent one. And then afterwards, though, you eventually made your way back to Poke Village, where you dropped off Rewix, who is now in the process of doing some research on the vial that you brought back from the Apex Kieran that you encountered prior to the beginning of our campaign. At the end of it, you were informed that it's going to take about a week for him to do his research, he assumes. So during that time, you guys are kind of free to do some downtime. There's a couple hunts available for you to do if you wish to do so. And we're going to go from there. So, you guys are currently in town in Poke Village. It's a light snow, slowly drifting down, a flurry, if you will. And you are all, we'll say, in the guild hall to start. What do you do?
Slash Erus's throat, TPK.
Finally, your plan.
Azrar's the villain now.
I mean, he was before. He's just reformed now.
I wasn't a villain. I was just a criminal.
Completely different, guys.
At the end of the day, you're a villain to somebody.
I was just a smuggler who happened to do a couple jobs for the Talent Society.
Yeah, that makes you a villain to some people. Anyways,
don't tell Erus that.
I think
I was just following orders.
Iihane would probably be checking up on the armor that she left. I know it only takes a short time probably to upgrade.
Right.
But checking up and making sure that it still fits and everything after the upgrade, and double checking all that before heading to find the rest of the group, knowing that, well, we have some downtime to do something.
Okay. So yeah, you check it. It takes a couple hours typically for the smithy to fit everything and upgrade it all. So you get your armor with no problem. And start looking for the group. What are the rest of you doing?
I also would probably pass by Iihane on the way, like as she's coming back, and be like, "Oh, I need to get over there. I need to get my armor as well." Since definitely upgraded that, and then probably not put it on, but like, bag it up and take it back to my abode
Okay.
to mess with it a bit before heading out and meeting up with somebody. Just be like, oh, Iihane, I'll meet you in the guild hall in a bit.
Sure.
Of course.
Okay.
And then do that.
Don't forget to bring your tokens out, everybody.
Actually, they're all down at the bottom. No, I hid them
really?
all. I hid them all because of the other group. Dang other group.
Okay, well, I brought out my token, and it looks like
Unhide.
Erus did too.
Well, good. I'm deleting you both. No.
I deleted myself.
I'm proud of you.
I'll delete me now.
Tony.
Wait, I don't know how to delete a token.
You click on it and you press
just-
the delete button.
Yeah, exactly. It's that easy.
Delete. There we go.
Grab token where you want. All right, we have proper Rewix now. I forgot. Not old Rewix, because blue Rewix is the old one, and then I found that really cool token with this dude. This is a proper Rewix.
Gandalf.
Delete old Rewix.
You just gave us Gandalf.
You're welcome.
Old Rewix fades away like he got Thanos snapped.
Yep. So Rewix is actually a character from, well, it was a player character from my very first game, which was Dungeon World, and he literally his character token was just like Gandalf's like Lego figure. So
I have not played Dungeon World, but I really want to.
it's a fun little narrative game for sure. I enjoyed it. That was my first step into stuff. So I guess Erus, what are you doing?
I'd probably be back at my my home, or at least my room, I guess.
Okay.
Setting up a small prayer altar at one of my little dresser in a corner.
Okay.
With a unaging corn cob on there.
Okay.
It's been gentle repose.
And would probably just be spending some time writing a letter to Altan to check up on Big T, and also try and figure out how to do religion.
Religion is definitely important.
Religion.
Yeah.
Big T is
Tolato.
oh. So I wanted to make sure. It's been a while, so I thought it was him. I just wanted to confirm.
Yeah.
So okay.
Erus doesn't forget his friends.
So as you go looking for Tolato, you like knock on his door. There is no answer.
I'll open the door a bit.
Okay, you open the door. Carlisle, what does Tolato's room look like?
At this point, it probably would have been cleared out,
Mhm.
and made more presentable for a up and coming hunter, probably for somebody new, but it hasn't been filled out quite yet.
Okay. So yeah, you see none of Tolato's like things in his home.
Oh.
He left and didn't even say goodbye.
I'll find out where he went, and I'll send him a letter.
Well, you do know that Allset is at least in some way connected to him.
Mhm.
So he's probably the person you would think to go to.
Yeah, I'd probably ask him and ask maybe if that doesn't work, guild officials to figure out where I could send a letter to
Yeah. Let's see. So why don't we go ahead and why don't we have you go over to Allset and see how that goes.
Hey, all set? You got a minute?
You just bust into my door.
He
No,
fucking Erus doesn't knock.
No, it's all good.
I
He's the
forgot
Kool-Aid man.
forgot I have crisp on because my cat meows, so the knock didn't come across on the mic.
Yes, Erus. How can I help you? As I'm just like have like half the armor on, like all the extremities, but not like the chest plate quite on just yet. It's still like on a table getting worked on. How can I help you?
So you know Alton and
Mhm.
and uh Tolado, right?
Yes. Well, uh, come in. What about them?
Um, I was pretty okay friends with uh Tolado and pretty good friends with Alton, and
Mhm.
I just have some questions for them, and just wanted to be able to get a letter to them.
I see. Um, well, trying to get a letter over to Tlato will be you will be hard pressed to find any response from him. From what I understand, um, over the past few weeks before I even had joined you, Altan had recommended me to join you to fill out the space. Um, he had to leave on some very urgent business. Have you visited Plato's room at all?
Yeah, it's empty.
Yes. He, from what I understand, he's been missing for quite some time. Even before Altan had gotten the request.
Huh.
But I'm sure that you can find some way to get correspondence over to Altan, and maybe he can update with you on that.
Yeah. Yeah, if I can just know where Alton uh is, that way I can um send a letter to him. Hopefully get my questions answered.
Mhm. Yes, well, uh, I don't particularly know where he started his investigation or, you know, uh, is currently with his tracking of Trato. Um, but no doubt some way of magic that someone could provide can send something to him. Unfortunately, as of the moment, I do not have such capability. Though something could come up in the future. Perhaps you can find someone who does have that capability now to assist you. I'm sorry I could not be of any more help than this.
You're you're good. Thank you.
Of course. I will meet you in the guild hall soon enough.
Yeah, I'll see you in a bit.
Okay. And then finally, Azrar. What are you doing?
I am probably just chilling in my room, just polishing up my gear. Similarly, I have likely set up a little mazy shrine with my less than less than fancy, like just cobbled together, cobbled corn cob like holy symbol, um probably made like probably made from like just scrap that I've put together and
Okay.
some leftover corn from the cafeteria. Just reciting a little prayer and then cleaning my gear and brooding about This Patton the Silent motherfucker, wondering when I can find him again and deal with him. Maybe praying to Maisie for guidance to find this bastard. But nothing too crazy from Azrar. He's just hanging out.
Okay. All right. Well, eventually you all make your way to the guild hall after some time, and meet up. As each of you come in, Shirley greets you all with a heavy yawn and excitable voice, and just tells you that if you need anything from her, just let her know. She'll be there to help out.
No, thank her. And probably put in an order for breakfast. There's some fruits and vegetables. Just some stuff to wake up to.
Yeah, she's just like, "I'll get right on that, hun. Be right back." So you're all in the guild hall. You all have met up. You got kind of all your things done. What's the plan?
Well, I do know that we have some free time up until the end of the week, until Rewix is done with his current investigation. While I am certainly ready to get back out into the field, perhaps take care of some issues around here. Perhaps more local, if anything.
Yeah,
How's everybody else feeling?
it has been a bit since we've gone out and aided the locals with a hunt or two, so I wouldn't be opposed to that. Azrar, Erus?
Yeah. I'd be down.
Do you
Yeah,
seem a little
I'm-
distracted,
I'm
Erus?
okay with the hunt.
Yeah. Erus is definitely seems like his mind is elsewhere.
Are you okay, Erus?
Yeah, I'll be. It's just been a, rough week,
Yes, but
A lot
Know
of
that-
lot of memories coming back is all.
know that you at least have a team, solidified team now in case you need help. It's not just on you.
Yeah, I know. It's just weird having these memories come back at a time like this. I'll be okay.
But if you ever need anything, let me know at least. I'll help out if I can.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Okay. Well, it sounds like everybody's up for hunt, as Azrar spoke up also during that time. So I do not have images for these ones, but there are currently 2 hunts available. There
In
is.
my head.
Yeah, exactly. Lacking.
Always been busy, it's fine.
Mhm. So the 2 hunts you have are ones that you might be familiar with if you looked on the Patreon at some point. We have A Light from the Abyss. The guild has discovered a never-before-seen elder dragon in the ocean. No solid info to go on other than reports of an ominous light radiating from the depths. And the other one is Scratching the Itch, which is requested by the chief ecologist. This morning, I awoke to a brilliant epiphany. I have an idea for something every hunter needs after a long day out in the field. Odogaran back scratchers. It just so happens there are a pair wreaking havoc near Kokoto village. Take them out and bring me back their claws.
Oh, we've hunted an Odo before, but
Elder Dragon is.
an Elder Dragon is very interesting because we've only fought a Chameleos and Kieran before for Elder Dragons, so
Not to mention, I have a good mindset of what this is, and if I'm right, it's my favorite Elder Dragon.
yeah, out of character, I think I know exactly what it is.
There's clearly no clues whatsoever. So just in case you're wondering,
It's
scratching.
just in the water and glowing.
No clue. Scratching the Itch is worth 3,500 gold pieces, and the Light from the Abyss is 4,000.
Well, that's all the info I needed.
The Odogaron one certainly, at least to Alset is like, oh, that's nearby. That probably needs to get more dealt with. But perhaps the Elder Dragon one is also a little bit higher because of like the regional
And it's
effect
not-
that an Elder Dragon could have.
Does
Not
it?
only that, but didn't they say never before seen? It could
Yeah.
need researched.
It could need research.
Yes.
It's also kind of pulling
Uh,
on him as well, but not so much as
Just check.
other things could be because
Plus, it's the more dangerous of the one, so we should take care of that one so that less experienced hunters go after the Dogon.
Mhm.
There's 2 of them.
So it ekes out at like 51 to 49 for the Elder Dragon for offset.
I think Azrar said you were good with the light from Abyss also.
Yeah.
Alright.
And I 100% am.
Erus just wants more.
I'll be a water spider.
Okay. So as you grab the bounty off the board, bring it over straight, she looks at you all and goes, "Oh, I think you'll do just fine with this. Is there anything you need before you go? Some food? Need to talk to anybody first? Just research anything? I mean, I know it's not much to go on with this one, but just, check in before you head out."
I have no ideas for downtime, so I got nothing.
We could probably do some research before we go. See if there's anything about a glowing Elder Dragon in the sea.
Of course.
Okay.
And perhaps because this was brought to us, probably there were more detailed eyewitness reports about the situation that is not currently present with this posting.
Yeah, there's a problem with that. He's not actually here right now, so we can try to get a message to him, but I don't know if he'll be able to respond in a timely manner. He's a very busy man. And to be more correct, this is from a guild scout who is like,
yeah.
"Here's information. Bug off. I'm gone."
Guild scouts living the party life.
I'll set you've no doubt been to the local library or research area. Have you seen anything, or do you know where we could look there to see?
Perhaps. Maybe we can go ahead all together, and maybe on the way, I can recollect my thoughts about this sort of thing.
Iihane nods.
Okay. So you head on over. I'm just getting the map reset up because this is the same one the other group took, of course. I taunt you guys with an Elder Dragon. You're like, "Yeah, we're gonna do it."
Well, and
kill a
they're,
dragon.
they're not dead, so obviously
Dragon.
Or are they? You didn't
Or
watch
you
today's
know.
episode.
they would have said something.
I have changed my
Yeah.
trinket, my active trinket, to the Zamtrios Tailblade.
Okay.
So I'll be doing less damage slightly. But
I forget what I put in my third trinket. Let me check that.
I have
Okay, I've
4.
got so my third trinket, so I have rejuvenated beak for my first one. I
Mhm.
have Gobel Fin specifically for swimming speed as my second trinket. My third trinket is Shocking Maw, so I have resistance to poison and lightning damage. Out of character, if what we're about to fight is what I think it is, the Shocking Maw would be useful, but I need a swim speed.
Swim speed is important.
So, man. Okay, here's what I need to do.
I'm not gonna metagame, so
Just
I
in
still
general,
don't
we'll go
know
to the
what the
ocean,
fuck this
so-
Elder Dragon could be, so...
It's your friendly neighborhood Elder Dragon.
Yeah.
Spider-Man?
Yeah. It's a Nursilla
Man,
underwater.
Spider.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, underwater Otacol.
Do I have
Mhm.
an empty slot? That's the question.
That's actually pretty dope. Like using. That's actually pretty dope. Okay, I'll think on that later.
Oh, and as you guys are getting ready to leave the guild hall, because I forgot to mention it, Shirley Kishin can go, "Oh, and just a reminder, the sigil is already prepared for you, so when you're ready to go, just step through. It'll take you right to the hunting ground.
Yeah.
So,
Thank you so much.
Epilort.
You-
Yeah, I'm gonna get trinket number 3 because I need. Don't.
the Wiggler Drome.
Five
Yeah.
swim. 5 swim speed is not gonna be super helpful for me.
So,
Yeah.
completely out of context, but I want to share with you guys because the Wiggler thing made me laugh. In the last game, somehow both Garethor and Shawseth, which is Mid and Logan, ended up digging holes. And as they're both taller than the holes they were in, and they're like, "Hey, look, Garethor, I'm a Wiggler." He just like wiggles back and forth. So they both pretended to be Wigglers for about half a second. It was stupid and funny.
That is funny. Wait, a regular drone, wouldn't that just be a purple worm?
That's what I was about to say, but a wiggle party here.
But unless there's I'm low on money. I have a little bit. Aaron, is there a potion that might like allow us to get a swim speed, or is that only the air tanks?
I don't think there's a swim speed one. No.
Okay.
I think I still have a potion of water breathing. Actually, I have 2 potions of water breathing. Hell yeah!
So that is the one disadvantage with this group. The other group has a wizard, so they would just cast a water breathing, and they were fucking good.
I got it. Don't worry.
I mean, I have that Zamtris Tailblade as a trinket for a reason.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because you
would
can breathe
also-
underwater and everything.
Yeah, I get all of
You
it.
get all the fancy stuff.
We'll also mention that if you guys get attacked by something that does cold, lightning, or thunder damage, or fire, or acid within 30 feet of you, I can use my reaction to give you resistance.
Is lightning not included on that?
Lightning
said
is
lightning.
it's acid, cold, fire, lightning, or thunder.
Okay, I thought you'd said something else instead of lightning.
No. But I just wanted to let you guys know that's one of the things I can use my reaction for. That might be useful if we're close enough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Aaron,
Are there any
Mhm.
are there any potions to
I was about to
purchase,
ask that.
good sir?
Oh shit.
Odeon.
So the guild is running a little low on potions right now. There is currently 1 potion of greater healing and 2 potions of healing available, but there is 3 potions of common resistance.
I'll buy one of those, and I'm buying another potion of lightning resistance.
Okay, that's 200.
Just
I was
because
gonna do the same.
that's the one thing that I don't resist well.
I have a potion of cold resistance, potion of fire resistance. I'll buy a normal potion of healing.
Okay,
Yeah, I still
50 gold.
Bitty gold.
I guess I'll buy the other one.
Okay, that's another 50 gold,
And it's 150 for the greater?
which someone just bought, I thought.
And, no, the 2
Oh,
regular
right,
ones.
then yeah, it's 150 for the greater.
I only bought one because I had 5 normal and 6 greater, and I wanted them to be even.
That's fair.
Ah,
I have 3 greater and now 2 normal.
That's how I passively aggressively get back at my wife. I put the TV volume at an odd number.
See, I always have to have my TV volume at a multiple of 5.
No, not even a multiple of 5. I put it like 43.
Oh my God, 43? What the fuck, man?
I gotta mess with her. You get, cause
Imagine
fives are okay, but 3s and 7s are not. So it works perfect.
yeah, but I think it's the 40 that we're more concerned about.
Yeah. I
Hey,
like,
you don't. To be fair, my volume is normally at like 20, but when you have it like on like Hulu or HBO Max, it's quieter, so you gotta turn it up louder to make it work. So yeah.
My
Yeah,
TV
see, like,
doesn't go
I'll-
above 13.
See, I usually have mine at like 30, maybe 35. I'll put up to 40 if I'm watching Netflix or Disney Plus
Yeah.
or whatever, or some YouTube videos. But usually about 35 is where I have it.
Guys, all volumes on TVs is different. I'm just saying.
Yeah,
Yeah.
my TV's obviously better.
Say it goes up to
Well,
like
yeah, like-
70 something.
Yeah, like mine is like my new TV is so much louder than my old one, so I actually have it lower more often than not now.
Don't be
My-
judging my TV volume choices.
I will, but anyway,
I regularly have mine at like 50 or 60
If-
because it's
if
really
anybody
fucking
needs
quiet.
a potion, I have been stockpiling potions, so I can give
Ow.
some regular potions out. I have 12 of them.
Holy shit.
Like-
and
My
6
grandparents don't
graders.
let me have my their volume on their TV above 10 or
That's
15.
funny. That reminds me, all set for downtime stuff. Since I let the other artificer do it, when it comes to crafting items that are in the guide to Monster Hunting, because you can craft magical items like consumables and stuff like that. You don't need to have the materials necessarily because it's a class feature. So you're able to, at the gold cost that you're supposed to pay, you can make like the adamant pills for whatever it would be, even if you don't have an armor seed.
Okay.
So I just wanted to bring that up to you so that
But-
way you're aware.
In the field, if I need to make something, then I need to have
Correct.
the items necessary and make the checks necessary.
Yeah, but for like
yeah.
downtime actions and stuff like that, you're fine.
Yeah, that's what I figured. All right.
Erus is just blown away. He's like, adamant pill?
He can just make those?
Well, it still costs some gold, but not as much. So as
Then-
downtime.
Right,
Erus will
fucking-
gladly
You're telling me I
supply
can
the
go to
money.
him with money and just go turn this into me not dying, and he can do that?
Maybe.
Yeah, and next level, since I know that flight is level 10,
Mhm.
I can do it at a quarter of the cost
There you go.
instead of half the cost
Oh,
because of level 10. Because it's uncommon and common that I can do it at a quarter of the cost and at twice the speed.
wow.
So yeah, like during downtime, you'll be able to do that. I just wanted to bring that up because I was just thinking about it.
Maybe I
For
should multi-class into an artificer day.
It takes so long. Don't. It takes so much investment.
Don't do it, man. 10 levels of artificer. Level 20, you got this shit.
Oh god, never. Oh god, yeah, that's gonna be. That fucks up my
Also, does
whole
Erus have
plan.
the like? What's Erus's intelligence?
I don't want to talk
I
about
don't
that.
understand. He tried.
it's not-
We flashback
if
to when
it's
he
not-
tried to become one.
Got electrocuted.
Fuck this.
Going back to the like very beginning when I first joined, and Erus tried to join Zuri in research and gave up because words are hard.
Oh man.
That 13 int multi-class prereq is tough to beat.
Oh yeah, that's not gonna happen.
But yeah, I think that anything else anybody needs to buy?
I'm strapped for cash. I'm good.
Do you need anything else? I have a little bit.
I'm pretty much set to go. This is Carl talking for Alset.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's pretty much set to go. I'm looking at some other shit now because
That opens up
Opened
your
his mind.
yeah.
No, I just want to make sure nobody
sure
needs to
level up.
be short-handed. Especially when we're gonna be level 10 at the end of this. Hopefully, possibly able to.
Allegedly.
Allegedly. How much do you guys even need to level up?
Much.
I don't think it's a lot. Yeah.
Like, I think we need like
3,000.
Yeah,
That's not bad.
3,400.
within 5,000.
That's not bad.
Yeah.
All right. So let's get to it then.
65.
So you guys wanted to run a place to do some research real fast. You said, right?
Yes.
All
See
right.
if we can find any information on an Elder Dragon in the sea like that.
Sure. It's gonna be difficult, but whoever is is everybody looking, or is it just a couple of you?
I know I was gonna help out Alsat. I don't know if anybody else is, but
Erus will join, and he will ask if they have a picture book.
I will help out because my investigation good.
Okay. Do you want to have one person help, and you guys can make 2 rolls, and we'll kind of pass fail that. It's gonna be a really hard roll to find anything on a Elder Dragon that no one's really seen before. But there's always the off chance, it was seen 100-something years ago, easy.
History, right?
Yeah, it would definitely be history on that. I'll if you want, like in a sense, let's do this. Azrar, why don't you give me an investigation check and let's see if you're able to like look through the library, find something of potential interests, and if so, then I'll give advantage on that to both Iihane and all set. 14. I don't think it's enough. I think you find like the general vicinity, but you can't pick out anything specific that they should look into. So in this case, if Iihane, if you want to help all set, he can have advantage on it, or you could both roll separately, obviously.
I will for sure give him advantage. I think that helps out a bit more because I'm assuming he's better off than my.
Actually,
5.
important question: are you proficient
Yes,
in history?
I am with history.
Okay,
I am.
then yeah, you can give that advantage then.
like one of the only int things I'm good at.
23. So looking through some of the old books, you should probably spend, I'd say, a couple hours in the library here while everybody else is kind of preparing stuff, getting things ready, trying to find any kind of information on the minor details you have already, and you come up empty. There's not enough. It's too vague, and there's not enough information, especially on something potentially new.
This was a loss.
Yeah,
will
but
return to my friend.
at least we tried. It's better than going in blind about.
You were close. It's just not close enough.
Yeah, I'm assuming 25 was
Yeah.
what you had in mind. Yeah.
Very hard, 25.
We did our
will-
best, and
Yeah.
now we will do our utmost best.
Erus,
during this hunt.
you got a book of like all like the cutesy versions of all like the water creatures that you're like looking through.
It's a kid's book.
Yeah, he asked for books with pictures, so yeah, it's
Guys,
definitely a
look
kid's book.
A is for P is for Plesia.
It's for
And-
Tetsukabra. Guys, look at how cute this Tetsukabra is.
No, I imagine
N is
that's
for Namiel.
That is when yeah, Erus literally is like looking at it, and like Elsa, you're like on the page where it has the information, and he's like distracting, so you just like turn the page without noticing it, and that's why you miss it, because Erus is distracting you with the picture book.
Look at the golden fish. Look at it.
You know what else?
S
P
is for small golden
Bristol?
fish.
P is for pain, which is what Plesioth is.
T-
Yes, that is a very nice depiction of the golden fish.
Yes.
Thanks.
T is for totally accurate Plesioth.
The widest gams.
That 50-foot melee range, hell yeah.
These gams.
I really wish you would use that on other. Can
Oh,
you have like a
man.
1,000,000 point total to summon?
Oh man, to summon the totally accurate Plesioth?
Yeah.
God.
Maybe.
That's a world-ending event right there.
Oh man, that'd be too good.
Uh,
All right,
but-
sorry, back on track.
Yeah.
All right, so no information. You have everything you guys need. Nothing else you want to purchase.
I'm good. I switched out
I'm
stuff.
good.
So wait. Still need to switch stuff out. But otherwise, we're fine.
Okay, so big thing for the hunt, just is a little bit different than what we've been doing previously. Usually, previously we'd always end the hunt the same day because we never knew if we'd have the same groups. In this case, if you guys don't find the creature by the end of our session today, we will just continue it next session. So you have to actually find all the signs. I won't have to be generous anymore. Which honestly, I didn't have to do that often. But just I wanted to bring that up that you can take multiple days in the game if you need to rest. You can. There's no push for an exact. We have to finish this today. Just as awareness on that. But
I think as we're getting ready to leave, I make a mention to my teammates. I say, since we are going after an elder dragon and it's a bit more dangerous than we're used to, I have focused and prepared a spell that if we need help, I can send a message back to the guild to request backup if worse comes to worse.
Shit, what's that?
Otherwise, I prepared sending in case anybody needs help from the guild or anything like that.
Wonderful. Thank you.
I close out my battle.net right now. Apparently, I had it open. I was getting messages. So, all right, you guys pack up your things. Shirley gives you all like, "Hey y'all, I got something for you." She hands you all like brown bagged lunches. She's like, each one of you got your favorite in there, so just enjoy it before you go on your hunt. Best of luck. Be safe.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Charlie, before I go,
Huh?
do you mind if you are you able to spend like 10 minutes very quickly? Just like a break or
She kind of like looks back. I think I can get away for 10 minutes. Yeah. What do you need?
can I just cast catnap on her?
You can. So, just right there.
Just kinda-
No.
Yeah, just right there, cast catnap, just passes out.
Shirley, just sit down right here, sleep. She just
Pinch his hand.
starts snoring. She's a very loud snorer.
hmm Perhaps I should prepare more spell scrolls of catnap for her. She seems overworked. But for another day, let us move on.
She takes such good care of us too.
Indeed. This is the least I could do for her.
Meanwhile, it sounds like somebody's starting up an 18-wheeler.
Sawing logs, man.
Yeah. 10 minutes.
All right.
So,
Yeah, all the patrons that are sitting at the table outside are just kind of staring at you like, come on, man. And then you guys so you make your way down towards your residence, and then at the very end of that path is a sigil on the ground that is currently alight and prepared for you to step through to the ocean hunting grounds. In this case, kind of the ocean hunting grounds are right on the edge of kind of the standard travel ways through one of the sections of between parts of the continent of the old world. So, as you step through, you're transported instantly over to the ocean map, which I do not have.
This is way more convenient before we were in a campaign.
Your...
Fast travel unlocked.
There. Go and drag your tokens out if you guys would, and put yourselves on the island in the top
Is
left
your
corner.
dynamic lighting just shut off?
It's just shut off right now. It fucked up because roll 20 is roll 20, so I turned it off.
Yeah. I just was curious, that's all.
Yep, it's off for now. You get to see all the badness. Your immersion's ruined. You're welcome.
Oh, my immersion.
Immersion. We went to the same place.
So yeah, you arrive here currently on an island. The island itself is fairly familiar. It's got 4 yellow tents with all your supplies already dropped off for you that you were thinking about bringing from the guild workers. There is a large blue chest sitting under the tent. And there's a small campfire. So, what do you guys do?
This is where Erus almost got someone killed.
Ah, good memories.
Yay. Erus digging in that chest, boy.
All right. In the chest, you find 1 potion of greater healing. You find a scroll of water breathing. You find 1 oxygen filter. And the standard bug net pickaxe, herbalism kit. And you find 2 days rations for each of you.
Wait a first aid.
Can you quickly put all that stuff in chat for me? Sorry.
First aid. Scroll of water breathing.
Oxygen.
Rations. Tools.
So we all get the greater first aid, but the other stuff, like the
Well,
water breathing-
two rations each. The scroll of water breathing can be casted up to like 10 people at a time for one cast.
And you said
And-
there was an oxygen filter too, right?
Mm-hmm. Yes, and 1 oxygen filter.
My God, we got a bunch of shit.
super useful.
What is the oxygen filter?
They
thing?
actually prepared us.
I think
for
it's an
the
air
ocean
filter is
this
actually what
time.
it's supposed to be, but you know, I said the wrong thing.
And last time we had an ocean hunt, they didn't give us shit for breathing underwater.
Mhm.
Yeah.
You're going into the
Seriously,
abyss,
figure it out.
completely different.
Figure it out, motherfuckers.
All right,
Yeah.
well, last I checked, we weren't going to be fighting Artorias, so. Or Manus.
Yet.
What do you mean you're in the abyss?
I've conquered the abyss.
Can't-
Is
I can't find
Artorias
the sun
here?
Yeah, exactly. No, we're finding Sif back when Sif was tiny and small.
Don't say things like that.
That's big sad times.
I won't cry. I'm good.
I
Yes.
made my friend
Hey,
who played that
we
game
need to-
blind get
We
that
need a
cutscene.
boss that's just an Odogaron or Odogaron with a great
A sword.
Yes. And it'll be very
It's the
sad.
most terrifying Sif ever.
But it's so cute.
I made
Not
my
bad.
friend who played that game blind get that cutscene, and he called me a monster.
Did he? But did he do
As he
the?
should.
Did he do the expansion, the DLC first?
I made him do the DLC first.
And did you
I
make him
told him.
stop when Sif started to
Yeah.
limp?
Well, I told him he was a
Wow!
monster.
Spoilers for anyone who hasn't played Dark Souls. You know, in however long it's been out for.
10-year-old game.
Yeah, no, it's 10 years old.
I
know it is.
Statute of limitations.
Man, spoilers. Sorry, everybody watching.
My heart.
Sorry, we're spoiling this game from 2011 in the year 2021.
Apology accepted.
Sorry.
So,
Yo-wee.
we need to set our roles. Let's go and pull this up here. I don't know why I have a character here. I'm deleting it. Delete. Yep. So, roles for the hunt. These are going to be the standard roles we use on any hunt. So, Trailblazer does the roll D20, Scout does the actual scouting, Spotter does the spotting, and the artesians.
Artesian.
That's what Heavy said at some point. I'm like, yeah, that's fine. We're making an artesian now because it sounds stupid and pompous.
Artisanal foods.
It's pompous.
It's
I'm an artesian. So, who wants to be our Trailblazer?
I will be.
Everybody speak up at once.
Well, no, I'm good at it, and you're good at scouting. So
I'm bad at everything.
You're good
Well,
at
no,
being
you-
a himbo, Erus.
yeah, no, you guys aren't bad at everything. You guys are just bad at trailblazing and scouting. It's fine.
And looking.
So, Iihane is our Trailblazer then, just to clarify?
Yes, I will return to the trailblazing.
So it means we're keeping the same roles as normal. So that would put Erus as the spotter then, as it was before in travel, and Allset as the artisan,
Sure.
the artisan.
I mean, I think that works out the best.
I mean, they can kind of rotate whoever feels like being the cook. I think.
Yeah, we can both do the thing. I think I have just a slightly higher passive perception, maybe.
Yeah, by 2.
So like, that's only because I'm proficient. So
And see, it came in handy.
we'll just keep what we did on the road.
It's fine. We can just ruin your build, Errors, and you can just take the alert feat.
No.
19 passive perception. Boom.
No.
And you can't be surprised.
I already can't be surprised.
Yeah, but you can't be surprised again.
Double can't be surprised.
It's like in Magic when you give things haste times 3.
If we try to throw Erus a birthday party, he'll have known for weeks.
I knew
You
before you even thought of
fools.
it.
I gave you the idea. You bought me this for my present.
No!
This is when we find out that Erus is the big bad.
Erus is the worst to watch any movie with.
He spoils it as you walk through the door.
Just
Oh.
watching it, you're just like, he's like, yeah, Darth Vader's Luke's father, by the way, and just what?
More spoilers in the stream today.
It's
You,
that.
you spoil that back when A New Hope comes out, though, so it's like
Yeah.
you don't even know who Darth Vader is yet.
Too good. All right.
You mean Darth Vader in A New Hope?
Before, like as you were going to see it, he means. No.
Yeah.
So either way,
Alright.
we have our roles. We have. We're being yelled at for not giving spoiler alerts before we say things. In chat.
Never.
Yeah. Well, let's go ahead and get this hunt going then. Let's change up some music because we're not in town no more.
What was the spoiler that I didn't contribute to?
Yeah, Darth Vader.
Father.
Yeah,
Oh,
ruined.
I'm more mad about other non-parents in that. But anyways,
So, our roles are set. Just as a big thing on this map, you guys are going. I mean, the creature is not on the top of the water. You can obviously travel a ways for on top before you decide to like dive down deeper. But in general, you'll be probably traveling down into dark areas. So those who don't have dark vision, you're gonna need some way to see. Those who have dark vision, you have dark vision out to what you can see, which I think Iihane is like 120. Everybody else would be 60.
Yeah.
So
Boy.
I just want to bring up that some of the things on the map will not be there. So like potentially like the islands in the middle of the big area in the center of the map aren't actually there. It's all just water. So there may be some changes to the actual structure of the map as the game goes on. That's all I wanted to bring up. So
Whoa.
Oh, do any of us not have dark vision?
We're all good, I think.
Okay.
I think we're the see in the dark group, so it's fine.
Cool.
it's fine because the other group only has 2 people who can see in the dark.
That's fine.
I'm gonna say like, yeah, we can't use a torch now, so this will be interesting.
We need glow sticks.
I'm so seeing Erus trying to light a torch under the water.
I actually do have something for that real quick.
He does. I know he does.
I do. So I'm gonna go ahead and
Ever-burning
magically
torch?
tinker.
Mhm.
Use all of my set. What is it?
You're like minor magical like trinkets.
Yeah, all the little trinket doodads.
Mhm. I think there's 5 you can do.
4.
I was close.
I'm gonna go ahead and set them to object sheds bright light in a 5-foot radius and dim light for another 5 feet, and just kind of hand basically each one like a rock that has like a light bulb that's been attached to it, so
Okay.
in some way.
You just like
Do
duct
it.
taped it.
Just in case you need this, for whatever reason, this is available. Keep it in a safe place. I do not need the light bulb back, but this can be useful, especially if we are in the dark and there are things that are attracted to light down there or otherwise. One for each of us.
Sounds good.
I like the idea of just all set like literally taking a light bulb and just like screwed into any little thing and just like as soon as I finish tightens it, just like it turns on.
It's that little. It's a little Kieran-born horn dust in every little light bulb.
That's
I
what's
just
throwing the
imagine
new
he
picture
like
that.
he just like hot glues one of them to a rock. The next one he just like screws into like a pot for a potted plant. Another one he just like takes some duct tape and like puts it on like a stick.
Yeah.
So
It doesn't need to make sense.
no.
It's real orky. I get it.
All right. Well, let's get our first Trailblazer roll of the hunt and let's get this shit going.
Should I make food?
Yep.
No,
That's about right.
yeah.
The
That's
first one.
fine. And we're gonna make some food. So as we make our survival roll, all set. My
Level-
artesian.
Because one of the groups is level 10, we have access to rank 3.
Technically,
foods.
your group is level 9, so you do not have access to rank 3 foods.
Copy
You
that.
will the next hunt though, or next travel.
It's so sad.
Let's go ahead and do frozen apples like last time,
Okay.
just as a normal thing. We're gonna try and flash freeze these apples again, baby.
Hell yeah!
Oh, no.
All right, intelligence for that one. Just kind of like take out the heavy gun, set it to an anomalous setting,
Okay.
and just try and flash freeze these apples that are on a platter
All right. As you're preparing your apples.
for intelligence.
'Kay.
Intelligence check.
Boom. Going good. You still haven't figured out the kinks yet in the tool for flash freezing apples. So they seem frozen. Maybe some too much. Maybe some too little. Who knows? We'll find out.
All right, and then let's try to cut them. I don't know, man. Like we're gonna try and cut them with surgical precision.
So cutting them, are you trying to? Well, so if we're preparing them by freezing them, you have cooking and you have plating left. So how are we cooking these? I guess quotation fingers. Are we like?
Wouldn't that be the flash freezing though?
Yeah.
Sauteed apples.
So I guess cutting them would have been preparing them prior to. So let's go and
Okay.
so cutting them would be preparing them. Flash freezing would be cooking. So you can use your dex to cut them up before you freeze them.
Yeah.
16. Okay, you got nice even slices so that when you freeze them, they'll be nicely evenly frozen. As far as we know.
Yeah. It's like chickenless bones. You
Yeah.
know?
What? Chickenless bones.
Yeah. Chicken is better.
And then I guess
Bones chickenless, please.
we're gonna transfer them to individual bowls and or plates. Just hot potato, cold potato, grab them
Mm-hmm.
because I don't have my calipers with me. I don't have those tools set out, so we're just gonna go ahead and constitute. Just
All right, go for it. I'm for plating it. Properly. I like the idea. Your hand, you get some frostbite on your hand as you're like trying to drop it. Like it gets stuck like shit because you had a little bit of moisture on your hand. Let's do some math here.
It's not good.
No, it's not. I mean,
32
I think at least
and
one out
something.
poisoned.
Yeah,
frozen
Not poison
apples
bag?
is a
13.
Is it 13? I'm trying to remember. Is it by 4 or more? It is by 4 or more. So yeah, yeah. You guys eat. No, the fail isn't, but it's food poisoning if it's 4 or less. So in this case, you all eat these frozen apples. Some bites are like they're frozen all the way through. Other ones are kind of still mushy and weird feeling. It's not fun. There's some like soft spots on the apples that they're not super fresh, even though he also thought he got some good ones. They just they were prestidigitation to make them look prettier than they were. Fucking got conned a little bit.
And laced with cyanide.
Only one of them. So I mean, everybody make a con save. Let's see who dies. No, not really.
Let's go.
Wyvern poison, let's go.
We actually need to make con saves.
No, you don't have to. So everybody is fine. And it's a bland. It's kind of an unenjoyable meal. And you gain no benefit from it.
Food is a science that I have not experienced quite enough.
You know, next time let me cook the food.
I will take you up on that.
Okay.
Food isn't a science. It's like an emotional response.
Unless you're baking.
It's something you
an
gotta
artisan.
feel.
Disclaimer: as somebody who gets paid to cook, food is 100% a science.
Liar.
And because I know how to cook.
I also know how to cook, and most of the things that I've been told is, all right, how much of this do I put in there? Oh, you know, as much
Feel
as
it
you
out.
need.
God, that's my wife. My wife's a really good cook. She did culinary stuff also, but like trying to ask her how to cook something, she's like, I don't fucking know. Just until it feels right. I'm like, I don't know what the fuck that means. Like, give me
fucking
instructions.
hate
I can follow the instructions.
Yeah, my
Like
brain
a
works very
teaspoon.
much on like a chemistry level of,
Yeah.
of like I need exactly this much.
Yes.
It's like,
Exactly.
it's like, oh yeah, just like a pinch of this. I'm like, how much is a pinch? Oh, you know, some. I'm like,
Hey, not you know, not a thing, but just a pinch.
Yeah.
Not a smidge, not a smidgen.
Actual measurement.
It's the same deal for like pharmacists and stuff. Like when they're like putting some of that stuff out there, like, yeah, you just learn to eyeball it eventually. I don't think you should be eyeballing stuff in the pharmacy.
As a heads up, a pinch is
Oh, you know.
1/16 teaspoon.
There you go. Now you know.
I can measure that out.
Because
Definitely.
knowledge is power.
Yep. G.I. Joe.
Eyeball it.
All right. So as you guys are discussing food as you enter into the water, I need to make my rolls for that sexy survival roll earlier.
Iihane, would you like to use the scroll of water breathing, or shall I go ahead and do it?
Well,
I-
don't invalidate me
How
bringing
long
my
does
trinket.
water and breathing does?
It does like up to 10 creatures.
Yeah,
No,
it's,
but how long?
8
Uh,
hours?
24. It's either 8 hours or 24 hours.
Yeah, something like that.
Okay, then yeah, go ahead. You probably have more practice using scrolls like that.
Yeah, up to
24
10
hours.
creatures, 24 hours, yeah.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, just use the spell, kind of chant out whatever it says on there. And then target
Erus is
everybody
just-
who needs to breathe.
Erus is just going to look at you guys very upset.
This is why you coordinate as a
I-
Like holding the fucking like Zamtros tail blade, like, really? You fucking
Ye-
kidding me?
All I'm saying is that I also had the actual spell prepared and ready to do a ritual. So it is Aegon that is both of our faces.
I
When
wanna
the
change
guild
we-
provides a scroll.
Not
I'm gonna
only
change.
that,
I want to change my trinket now.
You still gotta have that swim
Yeah.
speed, man, so you don't have disadvantage in your attack rolls.
That's what the air filter is. As soon as fucking we get into the fight, I can
That's
just chug
not-
that.
Nah, swim
Air filter
speed. Air
doesn't
filter lets you
give-
breathe.
yeah.
Hmm
Air filter. When during the oh, you can breathe in. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, you have to have that.
That's
You need
not
that. You need your
disadvantage
trinket
on
just so you can
spells,
attack
right?
stuff.
I'm imagining
I think that's
the
fine.
way-
Spell's probably fine.
I'm imagining the way Erus has the Zamfir's Tailblade is it's one of those. It's like set up to be one of those like shark fin goggles that you could buy back in the day. Where it's like, got the shark fin like on your head and stuff, but it's got like a bit that goes over your mouth.
I'm so excited about that. It's great.
It's got like horns for holes for his horns.
But it's the coolest shit version.
Mm-hmm.
Canonically,
It goes like across your head and then the shark fin on top.
canonically, Erus is 27. In our minds, he has not aged past like 8.
Yeah.
So growing old is a requirement.
Yeah.
Look, man, I'm 24, almost 25, and sometimes I question whether I grew past being 13.
Same, but we add 4 years.
I need more coffee. I'll be
Fucking
back.
youngins.
We can continue.
Well, we know you're
I'm
as
gonna get
old as
coffee.
dirt, Aaron.
Oh my god, I found the perfect picture
I know
for
he's
Erus.
dying.
But my favorite thing about growing up is the doctor's quote: "What's the point in growing up? Growing old if you have to grow up?
Mhm.
Or what's the point in growing up if you can't act childish sometimes?" Or something along that line.
I do have something if somebody would like to switch something out. I do have a spare hydro hide available to gain a swim speed equal to your walking speed.
Oh. I would love that. Is that on a trinket or?
It is nominally for an armor, but I can hopefully do something to the trinket as well. Perhaps fashion something if need be.
I would love that. The only problem I see is I don't have a spare trinket.
We could assume that this conversation happened before you guys went to the
Okay.
teleporter, realistically.
No, okay. I didn't want to just assume that, Aaron.
Yeah.
So thank you for.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, whoever wants the hydro hide, I can give it up. Especially when.
Sounds like Iihane wants it.
Yeah. Well,
Okay.
if Erus wants it, he's more in need of it. If he doesn't want the other one.
I mean, his other one gives him swim speed also equal to his walking speed, which I think he'd prefer.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then that's what this does. So.
Oh well, yeah,
sounds like the
his
same.
his does both. It lets him breathe underwater and have swim speed equal to his walking speed.
Okay.
As
Then
well
yeah, I'll
as-
take it.
Cold water. Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, go ahead and take it. Yeah, you're good.
Okay. Well, you know, while Erus is away, we could still do the next part with our scout. So Azrar, please make that stealth and perception.
Okie doke.
31.
Oh.
You're very stealthy. You're very
Oh.
perception-y. Right.
Good, because I nat one you, so I'm sorry.
So, Erus, as you step into the water, you know, making your first couple steps, you feel like you've gone in the water more than once, on hunting trips and just general probably, and you can feel like the pull of the water almost immediately as you step in. There is definitely a strong current here, just off the edge of the island, which is not something that's too common. What do you do? Just continue forward.
I think I'll just continue forward
Okay.
for now.
So you watch kind of Erus pause for maybe a brief second, just kind of look over his terrain, and then continue walking into the water. You can start seeing the water like kind of foaming around his body as he's just walking deeper, and then begins to swim. Now, Erus, would you please make me an athletics check? As you are starting to get pulled in a direction that maybe you want to go, maybe you don't want to go, but that's the direction you're going.
You mean Azra?
Yes, that one.
Can you repeat that because I zoned out because I thought you were
This is the wrong
referring
name.
to Erus?
My bad. So Azrar, make me an athletics check as you are currently being pulled in a direction of not your choice by the current.
Athletics check. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm not great at athletics. I only got a +1, but let's go 3.
So yeah, you all watch this. He finally stops walking about halfway. You know, it's about halfway up his waist, and he starts to swim. And as soon as he does, you watch Azrar just start getting pulled to the south. Like he's swimming like straight, and he's just going sideways. And eventually, the current starts to take you even heavier or even further, as Erus is now being pulled quickly out of sight.
You said Erus again.
Fuck, man.
Different name. No.
Yeah, changing your names. You're now A and you're now B. So, Azrar, Okay, I rolled my roll. We're good there. It was a roll, same roll
Change
twice.
my name to Bazrar.
Perfect. Bazrar, you are dragged to the south.
Oh lordy. Do I notice anything in the water?
So, do you notice anything in the water? You notice. No, I mean it's heavy current it's heavy undercurrent. So for the most part, it's still kind of clear. It's daylight. It is currently. Let's do a time check here. Actually, when would you guys have come to here? You would have at least had your lunch or your breakfast in Poke Village.
Then we did all research.
Right. So, I mean, I would say afternoon sometime if you guys want, or if you want to go slightly later.
I
I'm
would
not
say
sure.
probably 3, 4 in the afternoon, but also time zones.
True. So I'm just curious when you guys left. I guess in this case, when did you guys leave Poke Village? Like 3, 4 in the afternoon?
I'd say 3, 4 in the afternoon would probably be the most
I think
logical.
think about 3. Yeah.
Okay. Well, where you are located at, it would realistically be about the same time because I'm going to say that you are south of like Jumbo Village near Cathar.
Plus, this is a magical setting where time zones don't have to exist because.
I mean, the sun still revolves around shit. So, it's about 3 or 4 in the
Sun
afternoon.
revolves around it. Oh, we're the center of the universe.
Damn right. This is my world. Old world is the center of the universe.
We're geocentric.
Damn right.
We are geocentric.
Sun revolves around you. We are old school.
So
So,
I am the pharaoh.
sure.
Yes.
Yeah, so do I notice anything in the area I got dragged to, like any lights or fishies or anything?
I will get to that kind. I mean, in a sense, I want to know as you're being pulled away what the rest of the group is doing, and I'll kind of let you know
Okay.
what you do or not see. So, the rest of the group,
No,
you see Azrar just get
You
pulled.
said Erus again,
Fucking
too.
fuck! I don't know why I'm so bad right now. Azrar,
he's just
you
going,
see him get pulled away.
He was going straight and it looked like he was swimming straight, but going sideways.
And then you just watch him get just kind of pulled, and you see him struggling a little bit, and then he just kind of goes with it because obviously there's nothing he can do. He's just, not going to tire himself out because Azrar is smart.
Well,
I think
he's
we
dead.
need to quickly go and make sure he doesn't get eaten.
That's smart.
That sounds
Yeah.
like a good course of action.
Let's
Put
rush.
my goggles
I'll
on.
jump in the water.
Yeah, no, exactly. Water spider out, like swim with 8 legs, like and 2 arms.
It's really awkward.
Oh yeah, no, I'm swimming like a squid. Honestly, my legs are just pushing all behind me.
Yeah, okay.
See, I would imagine you'd swim like a crab.
So walk?
No,
I
no,
was
crabs
about
can
to say,
swim.
honestly, I'm
Don't
probably
fucking
think.
lie to me.
I just think the hilarious image of like somebody using their legs like an octopus is hilarious to me.
Mhm.
But anyway, we swim. We're quickly trying to go after Azrar, I believe.
Okay. So as you begin making your way, you travel not far behind him, just because of the kind of rush as you enter into this area. It's not super deep, but as you start making your way in this direction, you start to see coral kind of popping up and starting to grow. You're seeing growth on the passage as you're traveling this area, and as you reach this area, the current starts to slow a little bit. It's still kind of pulling, so you're slowing. You're still moving, but the coral here is almost to the surface. It is sharp and spiny. There's little fishies kind of swimming around here and there, and that is what you see as the rest of the group kind of floods their way in.
Big spiny. There's bones. Lots of bones.
In most cases, there's a lot of coral covering everything.
Well, can we speak underwater with the water breathing spell?
I'll let the other group do so. It makes sense that if you can breathe under it, you should be able to speak it.
Okie doke.
And you can be out of the water if you want right now. You could be on the surface. You're not necessarily... The current's taking you from where you were.
I'd probably stick underwater because it'd be easier to see whatever we're hunting by being physically underwater.
Okay.
So as the party approaches, it's like, yeah, so the current dragged me here, but God, this coral's kind of crazy, huh?
Yes, but I believe we do need to head wherever is deeper. So hopefully, deep is the abyss is close by. But with
Hopefully.
the coral growing, I'm not so sure.
We'll just keep heading on.
Okay.
Just have to be more careful about the current.
Yeah, the current, like I said, it's let up here. You guys are still kind of feeling the pull of it a little bit, which makes it a little bit difficult to swim exactly where you want. And as you begin traveling through the area, Azrar, you're going ahead. You're the scout, and as you begin to swim forward, your leg catches a piece of the coral and it cuts through you. You take a point of slashing damage.
Oh, what the
It
fuck?
seems quite sharp, and there is a lot of it.
I was nowhere near that coral. I was like 10 feet away from it. This fucking coral, fuck you.
So, and I'm looking at traversing this is going to be quite difficult. So, what do you do? And there's no real going back because the current's pushing you this way.
I would like to. Could I attempt to use acrobatics to try and swim gracefully and carefully through it? Like a dolphin?
I feel like acrobatics would be. I'll allow it. Yeah.
Awesome. All right, let's do this.
Okay,
I
20.
do.
also
It's not bad.
feel like now is the time to ask you, Aaron. What's your rules on like guidance and stuff? Like, how would you want me to like announce it? Like if I was praying for him to do better on acrobatics.
Well,
or
the thing
something.
with him is he's ahead of the group, so it wouldn't work with.
No, but that's part of what I wanted to ask too.
I mean, to an extent. I don't.
As long as
You
it
don't necessarily have
makes
to say.
sense.
Yeah, as long as it makes sense. I'm typically okay with it. Usually when it comes to like our roles, I don't do them for those.
The
But
important ones, yeah.
like a skill
was
check for through like this, yeah, I think that's fine.
Okay. I was just making sure because I don't personally think like charisma based roles make sense with guidance. But anything short of that, I think do. I just wanted to make sure before I start asking.
Gotcha. Yeah. So yeah, Azrar, as you traverse your way about halfway through this large coral reef, just dodging, weaving, jumping as needed, you make it about halfway to the end. Current is definitely let up at this point. You kind of can freely move around with less friction.
Okay.
So, but the rest of the group, you're all kind of getting pulled that way. If you're staying where you're at, you're going to eventually get tired trying to fight against the current. So what are the rest of you doing? As you kind of see Azrar dodging, weaving, jumping over like out of the water to get to where he's at currently.
Porpoising.
He's porpoising.
Fuck it, I'll follow.
Okay, how do you follow?
I'm just gonna use brute fucking force.
You're gonna Kool-Aid man your way through the coral.
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay.
Either that, or I'm going to like just use my strength instead of like trying to dodge stuff. I'm just going to like fully push as hard as I can
If you use
to
your
get
hammer
around
to
things.
smash some of the sharper bits.
Oh yeah, I could just yeah, I'll just use my hammer actually and just break through shit
Okay.
while laughing like a maniacal madman.
Give me an athletics check. This is going to be, in terms to avoid damage, it's going to be extremely difficult. You'll be able to do it. It just may not come out unscathed, to be more correct. So,
My tummy rumbling.
Erus, as you just just yell, you don't go into a rage, you just come charging forward, just like swinging through this stuff as much as you can. By the end of it, you take 15 points of slashing damage as you get like cuts and you're bleeding in all sorts of spots all over your body. They're small puncture wounds. It stings a bit for you because you got a lot of HP, but it's not like like overly detrimental as you make it about halfway through. But you are not feeling so great as you are poisoned.
I don't even get a Constitution save.
No, if you fail to save by a certain amount, you're poisoned. Or the check, to be more correct in this case. You're poisoned for
I have
1 hour.
advantage against being poisoned.
It's from a skill check. There's no check to be in that case of how it would work on that one. I'm sorry, but it's for 1 hour.
This infernal Constitution is useless.
In this one situation,
It really is infernal.
Yeah, I pat Alistair on the back and tell him, you should go next. I'll bring up the reel in case you get stuck partway through, and Loth will aid you in your journeys as I cast guidance on him.
and because of Erus's smashing through a bunch of coral reef and damaging it, irreversibly, you do have advantage on your check all set because there's a nice clear way through now.
I was actually just about to ask that, like, if Erus is smashing through would make it easier for the rest of the party.
Honestly, I was just gonna basically, what is it? Thunderlane, if you don't mind, please take a point here. I will latch on behind you, and please use your torso, your entire body to protect me.
I'm just imagining Thunderlane being like Goddard from Jimmy Neutron now.
So basically placing Thunderlane in front of me, and just sort of like grabbing like an leash attachment or whatever, like a handle,
come out.
and then just kind of ride him through.
Okay.
I don't necessarily see a check coming with this, but I was just
there's a potential chance of like a little itty bitty bit, so I'm gonna really lower the DC heavily, but there's still that minute chance. So it's just gonna be a simple DC 10, for you in this case, plus Erus's work. So I guess it would be, what kind of check do you think you should make? Because I'm not entirely sure off the top of my head.
I would say like some sort of dexterity or athletics to
that's
maneuver.
either one's fine with me. Athletics or acrobatics makes sense. And an advantage because of Erus.
Okay, awesome.
And you can use that guidance if you want to.
And a D4. You're clearly gonna fail this by rolling 2 natural ones right now. I'm waiting for it. Come on, natural ones.
Put the guidance.
Thinks it'd be 2 natural 20s.
Thunderlane gets hit, like foot gets caught in some coral and like flips you over and stuff. It's gonna be great. Yeah, a 21. So you make it with no issue, no damage, pass through with no problem as you get halfway through. So you're.
Yeah.
And I will, for my way, also praying the Lord for help in aiding myself if possible. I will try to use my shield and try to go through with athletics, but use my shield kind of like he's using Thunderlane and kind of blocking it as I go.
So as you get ready to put your shield up, you just kind of hear a voice in your head like, "Do you really want to damage something of such beauty?"
You're right. I'll go through I have good enough armor anyways. So I'll go through swimming as well as I can, but still with athletics.
Okay, go and make it, and with your D4.
Do I have advantage on that?
Yes, because of Erus.
Okay.
20, yeah, you make it through. I mean, Erus cleared a massive section of it. It's a good thing he doesn't care about his nature as much as you, as he just was swinging downwards. There's probably 5 to 6 feet below. That's just like a nice carved section now.
I'm upset with some of this, but at the end of the day, we need to live as well.
Yeah, and the path leads right to the group with no issues whatsoever.
I hand Erus an antidote herb.
And
Thank
go, hold this until you get through the coral reef.
I
Yeah.
got more, so feel free to eat it now. If you like.
That's true.
I'll wait. I'm in no rush.
Okay, so you are currently halfway through this coral reef.
I will also give him the greater first aid that I received,
Okay.
because he looks like he's going to need multiple of them. And
I'm good, thank you. I've got plenty, and I'll pat the pouch of all the.
As he just breaks like 3 of them.
Oh no.
well, do we want to send Erus ahead again? He made it much
You mean
easier.
Azrar?
No, he
No,
said that he made
no.
it the same. How dare you think he is me?
Because Erus made a wonderful, clear path for the rest of us.
Yeah, fair point.
That is quite possible, yes. Erus, do you feel as though that using your body in this manner to protect your companions is a good use?
I can take it.
If you say so.
Once again, pat you on the back, and you will be guided to help out.
So currently you have disadvantage because you're poisoned. Did you want to take the antidote herb to cancel that out? Did you want to rage to cancel it out? Or do you want to take the antidote herb and rage so you get advantage?
And take half the slashing.
I'll take the antidote.
Okay. So normal roll then would be athletics.
Yeah. Athletics.
Oh, there we go.
I don't think you need my guidance, but you still have a D4.
Yeah, roll a d4.
I am the best. Why are there so many spaces? Roll 1d4.
Perfect, 30.
I am the worst.
Nice, even 30.
Yeah, it's a nice even number. So, Erus, after the last time you take the herb, you feel a bit better after you swallow it. And you kind of take your time and like plan out like your route because there's no current pushing you this time. So you kind of take your time a little bit, but you're still just destroying through this, giving a nice little like 5 foot or so space between the coral and the group on all sides and below. As you make it to here. So, rest of the group, I guess in the case of Erus with like a crit and that, it's effectively safe for you guys just to pass through with no checks. He clears it for you guys perfectly.
Irreversibly damaging this.
Can I
area.
just say thank
In a-
goodness
in a
for that
section.
Antidote, herb.
Yeah, it would have won otherwise. Oh man. You guys,
You would have just ram into the core.
also, yeah, alternate reality. Erus is like toppling over, getting stabbed by everything, and by the end of it, he's just like he's made of coral that are just stuck to him.
The coral golem. By the end of this, the guild is going to have to implement the IRL like coral protection laws.
It's fine. There's like 100 feet across, and like some odd amount of feet down. You are good, Erus. The amount of damage you did is insignificant in the long run. So you all make it to where Erus is at, thanks to his well executed
Bravery.
chopping. Yeah, and
It's
bravery.
amazing. Yeah.
And you have 2 paths to go. As you look about, there is a large pathway to the north and south that lead into darkness below.
Yes.
I see 2 paths to darkness.
Darkness.
You gotta have a preference. They very well could lead to the same place.
I have no such preference.
I'm cool with whatever we wanna do.
Well then,
I'm right-handed, so let's go to the right.
All right.
yep. Shrug, go
Good
to the
enough
right.
choice for anything.
Okay.
Trailblazer.
I am rolling amazing today. It is great. So, Azrar, you're up.
I'm just happy it's not a nat 1 again.
I got like 50% of my last stealth roll.
All right. So, as you make your way into this area, Azrar, you travel for 3-4 minutes or so. Group behind you about that 100 or 300 or so feet. As you come into the area, you do see kind of those dark like crevices on the ocean floor. Looking about, there's still a few fish here swimming about. Maybe one large school that kind of swims out of the area as it sees you coming. But there's not much else to really notice at the moment.
All right. Can I like look down into the cracks, see if I notice any light?
Yeah, so you just swim down. As you do, you kind of look down into the darkness below. You see your 60 feet, and then it goes to more darkness, just black. You do not see any glowing lights, though you do, for a brief second, see something swim into your eyesight and out very quickly, followed by something else.
Oh shit. I'm gonna just get to the side of the crack so it doesn't just scoop me up.
And a Carco's tentacle comes up to grab you.
Oh man.
I'm just expecting sharks, since those do exist in Monster Hunter, but it's spelled with a Q.
Yeah. That's why I'm Shark Boy.
No, it's fine. They're all made into weapons by now. They make great lances.
So, the rest of the group appears. You see Azrar currently sitting on the edge of this dark crevice as you all enter into the area. Boop.
Azra, did you happen to see anything, or?
I saw something swim towards me, then out of my vision, and there was something else swimming in the dark, but I didn't see any lights or anything.
I swim nearby Azra and look down into the darkness.
Okay. You peer down.
With 120, do I see anything more?
Oh, 120. What were you gonna say, Erus? Also, just
I was just gonna take this opportunity to drink that healing potion that Iihane gave me.
go for it. So as you drink that, yeah. So as you look down, Iihane, kind of peering into the darkness below, you have that wider view, and yes, you see a couple shark-like creatures, swimming down below. Look to be encased partially in ice.
I report that back. Shark-like creatures look to be partially encased in ice. Definitely nothing glowing, though.
You're not entirely sure how many, just because they keep coming in and out of your eyesight.
Then perhaps we should shine some light on this situation. Just take out the little bauble,
Mm-hmm.
hold it above the thing, and let it drop.
Okay.
Watch it slowly fall down.
All right. Yes. Just that light in the darkness you see, and as it gets about 30 or 40 feet down, Iihane, you watch as two of them come charging towards it. Everybody has dark vision. As you're all looking down, you see this shark-like figure with ice covering its fins and its upper hide come and just swallow the rock, and it just vanishes. The rock does, not the creature. Just to clarify that.
Phase shark, much like a phase spider.
Ethereal plane. Oh, that's a great idea. I'm gonna do that.
I still think you need those fish that are just vespoids, but underwater.
Oh, no worries. We have underwater vespoids. Did you see the other great?
Now!
Little bubbles on their heads.
Yes, exactly.
That's all it really is.
Their stingers.
It's just the sheep from Spyro the Dragon. They just
Yeah.
have a little helmet or bubble or whatever.
Mhm.
Either way, though, especially after seeing that, I don't think this particular hold to the darkness is what we need.
They probably smell Erus.
Would everybody make me a stealth check, please?
I'm not that stinky, am I?
No, you were bleeding.
Right.
Erus, make your stealth check at disadvantage.
I'm finding the stealth button. Why
At-
at disadvantage?
Because you're bleeding. Or you were bleeding.
Gross
Well,
wearing heavy armor in the
no.
water. That'd also
Either
be
way, it was
disadvantage.
bad.
What?
For the two of us wearing heavy armor in in Underwonder, would
I
also be
did roll.
disadvantage?
I would say it
Yeah.
wouldn't be. It would be normal, I feel like.
Okay.
Because you're not going to make a lot of
Either way-
noise underwater with them.
Okay. Well, that's very gracious of you.
Makes
I
sense.
would have had 18, it seems, either way.
I mean, if you're in heavy armor, you'd probably vibrate a lot more in the water, and sharks feel the vibrations.
I gotta grab these suckers
He's being
here.
nice. I don't have disadvantage for plate mail.
I'm being realistic.
Okay.
Isaac.
Ooh, man.
Oh shit. Okay.
No, I'm not even omanning that. I'm omanning what I rolled. Because they're curious. They know something's around. And as
Oh, I'm sure they do with that nat one.
well, you also had a natural 20.
Wait.
It was a
what the fuck's Steel Defender?
it was a group skill check.
Oh,
So
it was a group. That's amazing.
so actually with the one. So as you watch as one of them starts to swim upwards, and as you do, you all kind of back up and like just kind of wait to see it kind of pop out. And we see from the camera view, it just kind of swims to the top and just swims back down, back into the darkness. Does not happen to come up and see all of you. All because of that steel defender. Wait, no, I lied. There's another one that did that. I lied. So as you're like, yes, we're safe. Another one from the other one behind you all pops up and out. As we see a
My
Zamtrios.
boy.
Oh god.
That
Well,
just-
at least I'm not afraid of them anymore.
Damn!
Yes, the big Zam trios comes out.
No.
Let's fix that.
What if
There
it
we
was
go.
a trio of big Zams?
Exam!
The big Zam trio.
A trio.
So as
big
it
sand
swims
trios. Oh,
Another one comes
No.
out of the area.
You gave him ideas.
There was no idea on this. These were already set. I turn off these bubble
Blast-
tokens. They're not
The
bubbled.
last thing I really gave him an idea on was Chaotic Giginox, and I'm so proud of that.
Let's see here. All right, and we're gonna roll for initiative.
I'm gonna tell you this right now, guys. I really don't want to fight big Zam trios. Like, that's not one thing. I really
Well, he
wanna
doesn't
do.
have a loot table, so it's fine.
Hey, you're gonna
Yeah,
fight.
no.
Neither do
The
poachers.
thing is that it's an actual Zamtrios in it that
Mhm.
it poops out once big Zamtrios have once
Oh,
big
fair, fair.
Zamtrios is gone. So
See,
Oh,
that's why
technically,
I'm getting stat blocks for all the monstrosity hybrids that I asked for. That way Aaron can punish us whenever we make him mad.
Whenever you deserve it, yes.
See, the big bad evil guy is just gonna be like Ludovic from Magic the Gathering on Innistrad, where he's just gonna be stitching things together and like
No, did
Making
you see what I
fucking
requested
monstrosities.
last time?
it's
The Zenitsune.
oh god.
There we go.
Sahuagin are just Zamtrios born.
All right, I made my rolls. You guys made your rolls. Honestly, they all rolled in the proper initiative here. Are we missing Thunderlane? I think.
no, Thunderlanes goes after my turn.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's why I have to keep on it pretty bad.
Well, then I'm just gonna delete all my other initiatives because these ones all get to go together. So I'm just gonna delete the other one. All right, then battle music it is.
Oi.
Wow, look at that. We actually rolled decent for initiatives.
It's all matching initiatives, really.
Still counts.
Oh my god, yeah.
It still
I think
counts.
Azrar technically goes first because he has a higher dex than me.
That's fine with me.
But
what-
he doesn't have his dex to tiebreaker.
Boop.
Can't
Thanks.
believe you.
It might mess up. We'll
Sure.
find out.
I'm just gonna change it to like 0.6
20.2.
or something.
I mean, technically, the Zamtrios has a dex of +1.
So it might be tied. What's
Nah,
the-
it's just gonna go last. I don't care. All right, then I guess it is Azrar's turn. Actually, it's not because Erus is actually first according to this random generate. No, I can't fucking math. Azrar, you're first.
See?
I'm like, I saw the 6. I'm like, 15's bigger than 6. I'm like, that's not right. That's not right.
So I have a 40-foot swim speed, so I'm just gonna swim right up to this boy.
Okay.
I'm gonna stab him.
And currently, you're about 30 feet from the surface, just to give an idea on that too.
That's fine. I don't need to breathe.
Just clarification of where you guys are at is all.
Okay.
You swim for him and stab. That is a miss. You strike into it and catch a lot of the ice armor. Shards float to the surface.
Well, I definitely didn't have my offhand blade out, so I will pull it out, but I can't attack with it.
I would say reasonably, you'd probably have your guys' weapons out because there's a bunch of creatures under, and you're not
Okay.
swimming. Like you'd have them out.
Yeah.
I would say reasonably.
Okay. Then I will make bonus action attack.
Yep. That's a hit.
Aaron's being so nice tonight.
That just means you're
Honestly.
all gonna die.
Yeah,
That's how it
I don't
works.
trust
I
him.
mean, Maraska would be happy. He's been rooting for my death for months.
All right, Erus, you are up.
All right, I'm gonna go 30 feet to this guy. I still have 20 feet of movement. Haha. I'm going to Rajay. And then gonna hammer charge the shark.
Okay.
Him charging seems like such a weird thing.
27 just
Yeah.
barely hits.
He has that rocket boost from World, the rocket hammer.
Okay. As it takes some damage.
And then next attack. Yes!
Crit? Yeah. This is
Oh
bullshit.
boy!
What does this ice armor break?
Also,
Don't
I do
have
have
that.
my,
It does
my,
not,
my
okay.
crit stuff set up for the brutal critical that I have, so
You do or don't?
I do.
Okay, good.
As soon as I got brutal critical, I went and changed things to add an extra die.
23, 26. All right, yeah, so you strike it twice. The second hit breaks off the nose of the ice armor.
So. Nice.
All right, Erus, as your turn comes to a close, before the other two get to go, we have a special surprise courtesy of the previous group as two Vespoids, underwater Vespoids, appear out of the crevice.
God damn it.
And they are going to stab Iihane and one, two, eeny, meeny, miny, mo, catch, check. Azrar. Swims over to you and we're going to do some stabs. So stinging, Iihane first. Crit! That was a whisper. It was a 9. Definitely hit you. And then Azrar. A 10.
Oh no, I trust you
Don't
because
hit.
because if you lied, you definitely would have had it be a nat 20.
There we go.
Uh,
Natural 20, yes.
So are the water Vespoids just like lobsters with stingers?
I definitely going with them being like jellyfish.
Ah,
Okay.
Jellyfish.
I hate it.
The lobsters with stingers would also make sense to me, but
do they
that
have
works.
swim by too, like I just made up.
Whatever that
Swim
one, like
by.
that shotgun, like shrimp or whatever, or crab or whatever the fuck it is, where it like closes and just like
Oh,
fucking.
Yeah,
shrimp.
mantis
Yeah.
shrimp.
Yeah, I couldn't.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's one of those. Iihane, you're up.
I'm going to choose to ignore the one behind me and use Toll to Dead on that one. I should be within the range of that easily.
Rude.
Because I don't want it attacking Azra.
Told dead. If I succeed, it will not die, so I must succeed. Vespoid's got some decent wisdom. Nailed it.
So yes, that one's dead.
As it floats up.
Then I'm just gonna move then,
Okay.
and that'll be my turn.
All right. All
So I
set.
can
Oh.
more get into combat if I need to.
Okay. All set. You're up.
Thunderlane, if you don't mind, please assist. Run interference. Put your body between theirs and mine.
So all set. As you're saying that, you're also kind of like looking about, checking your surroundings. You see another one starting to swim upwards from the large crevice right in front of you.
Okay. And that's within my range of sight? And then-
Yes.
Okay. Then I'll go ahead and level the heavy bow gun at the one behind me.
And by another one, I
start
mean
off.
a Zamtrios, not a Vespoid, just to be clear.
Oh. Damn. All right. Yeah. So then, actually, Thunderlane, please stay here and guard me, if you do not mind. Another Zamtrios is coming out of this hole. As I'll shout that out, and then I'll aim at this one. Since it's a jellyfish.
Yeah,
Vespoid?
jellyfish,
So
Vespoid.
it's sweet?
Yeah.
I just want to make sure.
I'm partial to the air bubble Vespoids, but
Does a 14 hit?
14 hits with no problem.
Okay.
To
I'll
roll.
use up that ammo then, and then it's 9 piercing damage. Don't know why that.
It was a very tiny jellyfish, and it is just obliterated.
Yeah, because I have max damage against creatures with a
Innate swim speed.
innate swim speed.
Nice.
My boy.
So to add to that, I was gonna say something that I just freaking forgot. Oh, for your guns or anything like that, ranged weapons, you have till your normal range. Yeah, that's all I wanted to make sure of.
For sure. So there's that. I'll try and shoot the Zamtrius that's in the hole. If anything.
Okay, yeah, you can do that. I'll actually make it. I'll show it. It is currently.
Just normally can't switch out ammo, so just a normal hit. That used up ammo 37. That's correct. Okay.
Whoo! Fucking cheaters.
Oh, wait.
So
oh,
that
that's a
does,
mass crit.
yeah, so that's 20. That'll be 24.
24. Okay.
And I'll, you know what? Fuck it. I'll tack on Arcane Jolt onto that.
That's damn right.
So that's also since would that be that should be counted as the weapon damage too, right?
Yeah, it's counted towards no, it's not maximized. It would count as separate. It's specifically the weapon damage would be.
Would it be
so-
critted though?
It would
Yeah,
still be double
combined
damage
might
on the
wouldn't
Arcane
come
Jolt.
back.
It's just he has to roll those dice is all.
Yeah, for
Okay.
sure. Okay, so then 24 plus 32 for you
17 more. It's fine. I was doing them separately, so
for sure.
Yeah,
And then
it's a
since
solid
I
hit.
don't have a swim speed, I'm gonna make my way over here.
Okay.
Thunderlane will post up here and take the dodge action.
Okay. Yeah, it's looking. I mean, you get 2 good shots into it. A chunk of its armor just blows off as it's continuing to swim upwards. It's still pretty far down, still 60 feet down. So, all right. It's now the Zamtrios' turn. Like I said, I rolled a 14, a 12, and a 7. So I was like, we'll just do one initiative because it made no difference. So the one against you, Azrar, expands its body. Ice armor breaks off as it gets larger.
Exam.
Do I actually have?
Fungus.
Here we are. Boop.
Excuse me, what?
Boop.
You said Azrar.
Fucking
It's worse now.
Also,
Guys-
how is it Tiger Stripe? What the fuck?
because that's the only expanded token that I have. That's the only image of an expanded Zamtrios.
You need to recolor it.
You're right. That's what I should do.
Make 'em
You
blue.
this blue Hewitt.
Yeah, here. We'll fix this issue. Fixed.
Perfect. They're identical.
Can't even tell the difference. We'll do real blue. Boom.
Big Chungus.
Oh god.
I don't like that's too ugly blue. Let's do this blue. There we go. Slightly better. So yeah, it gets all gigantic as it expands out as a bonus action. And then it bites at you twice, Erus. 1, 2. 20 and a 25.
Yeah, those hit.
Wow.
The one Zam that I hit needs to make a Constitution save.
I will do that. I meant to, and I forgot to. Ooh. So
Awesome.
that was almost max damage.
Woo!
So
Right.
So that's a 12 and then 8.
divided by 2, it's 20 points of damage total. To you, unless you're not raging.
I'm raging. I
Sup?
I raged.
20 points. You didn't put your little token on, or I'm hiding it
Oh.
behind my other thing.
I'm sorry. I apologize. It's
Mhm.
my fault.
He's angry react.
I make mistakes.
This one swims down to here. No,
Big strong.
it swims down to here. It then fires basically a a water jet across in a 30-foot cone between Erus and Azrar. The other ones they're immune to cold, so they will not hit Iihane, but it'll hit those two. So I need both of you to please make me dexterity saving throws. So advantage on danger sense.
Me too.
I don't think you have advantage, but Azrar, you need to make one.
Saving throw.
Dexterity saving throw. Oh my fucking god!
So
You did better than the rogue.
Erus, you succeed.
Woo!
Azrar, you fail.
I figured.
Azrar, do you resist cold?
What?
Do you resist cold? Isn't that the damage he said?
It will be cold damage, yeah.
Erus.
Erus
I
definitely.
also
yeah.
resist cold.
I do not resist cold.
Okay,
But you have
Or do
evasion
I?
for half.
Mhm.
Yeah, I have evasion for half.
I will also be reducing this damage.
Erus, you reduce it to
Wait, or
5.
do I resist cold? I need to check my armor.
Check your armor.
Take five.
You take 5, yeah, Erus, is what you
I'm
take.
gonna-
Okay, no,
Well-
I do not resist cold.
Then you do
he-
with this reaction.
and you'll take 3 less damage as well.
You take 2, Erus. I'm not sure why you're taking 3 less, but yeah, is that your...
No. I'm
Oh, he does.
reducing Azrar's damage.
Alright.
Yeah.
So Azrar, since you
So-
evasion, you would take 10. Reduce it to by 3, which would be 7.
It'd be 5 because I gave him resistance.
So you do give him
So I
resistance.
take 2 damage.
So you take 2 damage. Boom.
Hell
1
yeah.
is down.
Well,
That-
good. This is the last thing they can do before my turn, so...
hmm And then as this one swims upwards, it's going to dash. So it is going to end up
Oh, that's-
basically right here, and it's going to put itself with like 10 feet of movement still next to Thunder Lane.
Okay.
So that it is now up above the surface. It can all of them can be seen. It's going to use its bonus action also to expand out because I want it to.
It's
Ah.
strongest.
Yes. Thank you for becoming a much bigger target.
It just kind of growls at you. All right,
The chunganing.
all right. That is their turns. As Azrar, you are now up.
Did you make that con save for that?
No, I did not. I'll do that now
Oh my god, Aaron.
because I knew I didn't need to, so I just didn't do it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm going to stab the one I'm next to.
13
13
does
again, what
not
the fuck?
hit.
25, that should hit.
25 does hit.
9 damage.
9 damage. Okay. All right, as that is your
And-
turn.
Yeah, the M turn.
Okay. Erus, you are now up.
I'm gonna swim over.
Okay.
And start helping attack this one.
All right. An 18 hits.
Alright.
Or 11. Okay.
And then next attack.
Another crit.
Yes.
Oh, man. 17.
Big damage.
29. All right. That one is looking the tiniest bit of bloodied.
Alright. And now it is marked by my spirit.
Okay. That one is marked now.
Big damage. Big damage.
The underwater Vespoids are dead. They sadly did not get to do anything. As Iihane, you get to go. Besides, take away, a couple of your guys' attacks. Stall.
Yeah. Okay, so it was right here, here, and then there. Okay. So I'm going to swim to about right here. And I am going to use an action to bless my 3 allies.
Okay. So Thunder Lane, Erus, and Azrar.
No, I moved so Alset can...
Definitely Thunder Lane. Gotcha. Cool. So go to mark your tokens with the bless icon, guys. Usually the little angel halo thingy works great.
Bless up, baby.
Angel. Hello.
Okay.
How do...
That's the wrong one.
Okay. As Iihane, anything else for your turn?
No, that is my action.
Okay.
And movement and everything.
All set. You're up.
Yeah, I guess he'll
Like
yeah,
normal.
okay. We'll just
the-
continue to move away
Mhm.
as far as I can, for what I can. And just level the bow gun again.
Okay.
And we'll keep doing that. Normal ammo, don't want to switch it, so up.
That's a hit.
Cool. 15 damage.
15 points of damage. Okay.
D10. Yep. And then no ammo used.
That also
Great.
hits.
That's an ammo used on that one, so I get one back.
And this one is looking bloodied also now.
Okay, and then that's another 15 damage, obviously.
Yep.
And then the 2 con saves for the poison.
That's a fail.
Cool. Thunderlane, please, a bit of movement, and please continue to block. And that'll be it. He'll still keep dodging.
Okay.
That'll be it.
All right, it's all set. Turn ends. It's now their turn. The one that is there is going to take a bite against Erus and Azrar. The one that's still in its armor. 1, 2. This would be Erus and then Azrar, because that's the order I said. So, those are both hits, I believe.
Yeah.
Okay, Erus, you take 8 points, and Azrar, you take 9 points.
I would like to use my reaction to have that down to 4.
Okay, you take 4 points. As the other one then shifts itself around to
It's awkwardly floating.
here. I want to do a nice cone circle. Oh,
Well, also, actually, the one that attacked Azra had disadvantage on the attack. Oh, well.
you're right.
Either way, it would
resistant.
have hit.
Yeah.
But it would be resistance on the hit, so Azra, you only
Yeah,
take
so
2 points.
You take 2.
So,
I take 2 damage. Yeah, boy.
so this Zamtros is going to fire its water jet across in an arc once again, hitting all 3, Iihane, Azrar, and Erus. And I need you all to make me dexterity saving throws.
Dexterity. Okie doke.
Success,
I'm the rogue again.
success,
I'm blessed.
and a
Yep,
fail.
Well, I gotta
figured
roll
that.
the 1d4 just to be safe. There we go. I got a 22.
This time I give myself resistance.
Okay, so you take 11 points of damage, Iihane. Everybody else,
I take
Azra, you take none because you succeeded because you're a
I
rogue.
take no damage.
Eros, you take 11. You take 5 again.
I'll reduce Ihane's damage
Okay.
with Spirit Shield. Hey.
Iihane, you take
no
none.
damage. So
No con save.
yeah, ignore
Yeah.
that 16 there.
Cheaters.
I don't know what to tell you, man.
All
It's all
right.
defensive skills up in here.
Yeah, this one's gonna. This one is going to deflate.
That's what my fucking
We're team
build is for.
defense. Yeah, we're
So-
team defense here.
This one deflates
It's literally
and
why I
moves
built
to
this character.
here, and it is going to do its breath in the other direction at all of you. So, ha! You used it on one, but not the other.
Yeah, man, I only do so much.
Dex saves again, please, guys.
Oh my god, it's another it's the unarmored Zamtrios.
Yeah, it's the normal one.
We
Hey, I got a
three
20.
here.
I recognize that artist.
Erus, you got a 20 because you have advantage. Honey, that is a fail. Azrar, I need another dex save, please.
Another deck save.
Water
My
beams in
God,
both directions,
okay.
man. Just
Okay, and I have Bless turned on this time.
Cool.
So
just barely succeed, Azrar.
I should-
yeah, 29.
So Azrar takes no damage. Erus, you
Got my
take
con
half.
save out of the way.
30, so that'd be 15 to Erus.
But halved again because
Cold.
resistance to cold.
So that would be 7 to Erus. Iihane, do you have resistance to cold or no?
Not about my reaction, I don't.
Okay, you just will do this until the end of your turn just for that one ability.
I believe to that instance of damage.
It says
against
instance,
that
yeah.
Instance.
Okay,
Yep.
so you take 15 points of cold. And that is their turns. That's now Azrar's turn. I'm going to roll for 2 recharges. First one's going to be the big one. Second one. All right, no recharges. Oh, and the last one. No
Okay.
recharges.
I am going to stabby this one,
This is
and
not
I
worth
can
poison.
sneak attack because,
That's why I moved over.
yeah, boy.
That hits.
30 damage.
Okay. As you stab into it, cutting through a bunch of its ice armor on the side of its face, giving it a nasty scar.
And then offhand, 18.
It hits. 9. All right. Okay. It is looking rough, but it is still alive. As Erus,
There's always a bigger fish.
you are up.
Bonk.
Yeah, it's right next to it.
We need the
28
biggest fish.
barely hits.
Bonk.
Or 16. Okay. It's looking rough, but it's still got some fight left.
Fuck. Oh, I need the
It hits.
second bonk.
For enough as you strike at it once, armor breaks off one side of it, and it turns back. You backswing, breaking the rest of the armor, and you just crush into its skull as it begins sinking to the ground.
I don't like that I had to use both of my attacks on it.
You crush its cartilage skull.
You just
Alright.
barely killed it.
That's my turn.
Honey, you're up.
Okay, so I'm going to just mark this for my thing of concentration, but I am going to cast I want to cast Toll the Dead on the one next to me.
Okay. Sorry, microphone. Wisdom save. Nailed it.
18 necrotic.
Okay. Yeah, as you siphon out a part of its life force.
Here's the spiders in its brain.
Blech. All right. As Hane's turn ends, then all set. You are up.
For trank ammo, would you say that the Mac would the Royal Ludroth work?
It's not
I'm just graduating
damage, so no.
Okay. Yeah, then I'll just keep hitting it with the.
Okay.
We'll go ahead and I guess I'll switch over ammo because I haven't switched ammo in a hot minute.
Bonus action. Ammo switch.
Ammo switch Pierce level 2.
Ooh.
So.
That is a hit.
Okay, so 17.
17 points of damage. All right. It is looking rough as you shoot through it. It passes through, almost hitting the other one before it kind of just loses its speed.
Okay, one more time. Oh, baby, that feels good.
Wow, the bare minimum you physically could roll.
So you fire and the gun just kind of misfires. You like start trying to check it.
Water in it.
Yeah.
Um,
Surprise on that one.
Thunderling, go on the offensive. Wait, no, I used bonus action. We're good.
All right.
Let's. Wait. Let's get in the mix, I guess. Like, there. Fuck it. I gotta get closer to my friends for things. Okay, we're good.
Okay. As it is now the Zamtrios' turn. One's gonna bite Erus twice.
Oh boy.
Yeah, I missed once, but
God.
it's so low. So disappointing. 25 reduced by half is
So it's
12.
12.
Yeah. Could have been so good.
Oh, that's still a lot of damage.
It is. Zamtrios
Only
is,
you were crit immune like me.
yeah. No. And then this one's
I'd
gonna
only be taking 9.
going to bite Iihane. It's gonna bite Thunderlane too, because Thunderlane had it coming.
Mm-hmm.
Iihane, Thunderlane.
Thunderling.
It's
disadvantage on that attack. 'Cause
yeah. It's a 1, so both miss as it's very weak. It's just kind of struggling back and forth at this point, regretting its decision to swim up here. As Azrar,
it should.
it is your turn.
All right. I'm gonna swim just over here, and Erus is technically within
Just
5
keep
feet of
moving,
it,
just keep moving.
That
Yep.
way.
and I will use my bonus action to activate Demon Mode.
Why
And
are my
then
lifetime back? Oh, 'cause
I
I
will
dodged.
attack just once this turn with my main hand.
That is a hit.
Oh, wait, actually,
It has no armor.
You also
Oh.
you also have guidance
Bless.
or
Yeah.
bless.
Yeah, which he turned off, obviously.
no, it's only on global save modifier. That's
Yeah.
why.
Yeah, you also need to have one for your global.
It
attack
still hits,
modifier.
though.
Yeah. Okay. So then. That is a lot of damage.
Yeah, it is.
35 damage. No,
34. Like, there's no way that adds up to 10.
Yeah, my brain.
It is looking
you know,
bloodied.
Hell yeah.
As you cut open a chunk of its belly, it's like trying to hold it. No. And that's your turn then, Azrar, correct?
Yes, that is my turn.
All right, Erus, you're up.
I don't even know how to set up global attack
I'm gonna
modifiers.
swim right
Gotcha.
here.
Same
I got
way.
him.
Actually. Yeah, I'll just swim forward a little bit and
Okay, you got it
gonna
now.
try and pop the grape.
Okay. That hits. It does not do as much as you thought it would do. When they're all fat and chunky, they're resistant to bludgeoning damage.
Again.
23 hits. For a chunk, 25, 28, so 14.
That'd be 19 because that 9 is for that crit.
Oh, right. I'm sorry. You're correct. Thank you for catching that.
Yeah.
So -9. All right. I mean, it's still looking pretty rough. It's looking better than the other one is, though. As Erus, that is your turn. Honey. I actually assumed that's why you switched over to the other one, was because you knew that was resistant to bludgeoning damage while it's all big old and fatty and stuff.
No, Erus does not retain information like that very well. Especially when he's raging. It was just because
Clear
Erus,
instinct.
Does remember about like sneak attack stuff. He is, when it comes to like ally stuff, he knows.
Mhm.
When it comes to monsters, he hit enough instead.
He's like, oh, I know if I stand close enough to it, Azrar can hurt it more.
Yeah.
Then we can
I
both
can
hurt
be a
it.
distraction.
It was a
Or
solid plan.
spiders
It was
crawling
just
in, right.
really well done, which is why I thought you just knew. So, Iihane already did your damage for it. It failed to save, as it is now Allset's turn. It is looking extremely messed up, Allset.
Ooh.
It's holding
Okay.
on by a thread.
Then I'll go ahead and. I'll go ahead and preemptively switch over ammo.
Okay.
Trank ammo.
Okay,
And we'll go ahead and shoot it with a trank.
go for it. That is a hit.
So trank.
That is more than enough to put it to sleep.
Cool. We will move closer. Pre-trank? Since I have that second attack?
You can get a trank shot at it. Yeah, go for it.
Pre-trank? No!
That's a miss. So yeah, flies by. Can't hit the broadside
yeah.
of a Zamtrios.
Listen, it's underwater. This shit's tough.
Okay.
And my boy he'll get there. 'Cause I think
Yeah,
he
I've heard
knows.
many things about underwater combat. I hear it's real tough.
It can definitely be tough, as it is now the Zamtrios' turn. I didn't roll for its recharge. Let's do it like you're supposed to at the beginning of its turn. It does not recharge. The one that's sleeping, it also does not recharge. I just want to do it for fun. It is going to bite at each of you once. So it'll be Azrar first this time. And then it'll be Erus. Alright, so Azrar, this is going to hurt, but you're going to have to uncanny dodge it. 31.
I'm immune to crits.
Azrar, you take 15 points of damage. I thought you were
And
going
then
to
I'm
crits.
gonna uncanny dodge it to turn it then to 7.
La da da.
You are very defensive as a team.
You guys are doing a real good job at minimizing the damage, which is really nice. It's good.
That means I'm a good rogue.
And then Erus, you take 6.
Take 6.
Yep.
All right.
And that is its turn. It is done. Azrar, you are up.
Hell yeah.
It's pretty bloody. It's got a lot of gashes and cuts on it. It's got a couple broken ribs even through its kind of battle belly.
Okay. Main hand stab.
It's a hit. 29. All right. It is still alive. It is, as you like kind of just cut through another chunk of its belly.
Offhand stab.
That's a hit. All right. It is still up. That is 10 points of damage. Okay.
I am cutting its chong.
As Erus, you are up. It is pretty severely bloodied. It is not in great shape, and it is your turn.
More bonk.
A 14 does not hit. Close,
No.
but just barely. You just like you swing into it and just kind of bounces back as you get ready to use that momentum to swing back again.
I have to restart the bonks.
Oh, your crit bonks, right?
Oh.
Like 22 hits for 17.
Big sad.
17 reduced. Erus, how do you kill the Zamtrios that's all big and fatty like?
After that, for that bounce, the force will be sending me backwards in the water a little bit, and
Yeah.
I'll just chuck the hammer at its mouth and have it go into its throat and choke it.
Yeah, as it can no longer get the water through its gills, or actually through its gills, it suffocates briefly and then deflates.
I need to heal.
That's the wrong size. There we go.
Just kind of grab my hammer back, and then I need to heal.
Hey.
Would you care for some healing?
Yes, please.
I will bring up, you guys do have the opportunity for like short rests, and like that stuff is something you guys can do a little bit more freely. I'm just saying, it's an option. Just saying.
I'll go ahead and cast Aura of Vitality. You need a lot of healing?
It's a pretty chunk.
Alright.
Erus took a pretty heavy brunt of those attacks.
Just, wait. It should be one spell slot left. Forgot it. Auto does that. So just... It's every 6 seconds with the freaking Vigor Wasp. Mechanical Vigor Wasp.
You're being misted
Right,
back to health.
So... Let's do...
It's best because it's underwater too, so it's like...
Yeah. 6,
Alright.
36. 2, 3,
There should be
4,
10 of these.
5, 6, 7, 8,
9, 10.
10.
I could have just did 20d6.
That's too easy.
Yeah.
Who does that?
Okay, so hold on. I'm gonna. I'll do the math. We can continue with other stuff now.
Do you have any
then-
left over, like Azrar might like leave a tiny bit of it or something?
Yeah, here I'll start from the top so we can.
Yeah, I say yeah, you do your math and figure it out.
5
So,
plus-
we have some carving to do while he's doing some math. So I think Azrar is your carver, I recall.
I do
No,
have
it's
my
Iihane.
for the first
Fish.
one. Yeah.
She has advantage on the first card.
Iihane, make 3 checks for me, please, and then Azrar, you'll make 6.
1, 2, 3.
Okay. So that's 3 successes. All right,
Alright.
then Azrar, 6 more.
1, 2, 3.
Sorry, it's moving on you, man.
4, 5, 6.
That's 1 fail and 5 successes.
I'm not at
Hell
full
yeah.
health.
You're not at full?
No, I'm 4 points away from full.
Close.
Listen, that was a lot of healing. I don't know. You need to get like a flappy hide or something, that guy. Like,
I mean, I've got
Yeah,
I've got
right
a
over.
rejuvenating beak, so that if we take a short rest, I don't have to roll as many
mhm.
things. But we never take a short rest, so I'm like,
Hey, I tried to say you guys could, but nah,
Yeah, I
nah,
know.
nah,
No,
bro,
I'll-
nah, bro.
I'm just gonna switch over my trinket really quick to the spell refueling ring,
Yeah.
and then get my 3rd level spell slot back, and then switch back to the Royal Blue Drop Claw.
doesn't it take a
Nerds.
short rest to do that?
No,
It's an
you can
action.
you can switch
It's an
between
action.
you're attuned to technically 2 trinkets, but only 1 can be active at a time.
Oh, okay.
Someone
Yeah,
had
why-
corrected me on that like a couple months ago. Like, oh, we have to fix that because we all forgot about that rule.
Mhm.
Because that's what I just did there. I swapped over to my carving trinket and then swapped back.
So I technically have 3 levels in 3 spell slots.
Nice,
Effectively, yes.
nice.
Effectively.
So you spend 45 minutes carving up these creatures. It's somewhere getting close to like 5 p.m. at night. Sun's still high in the sky. It's summertime. It doesn't get dark till like 9:30 or something like that. As you guys have an abyss below you, though you don't see any blinking lights. There's other places to potentially explore and look around. This isn't very deep right now, ocean wise. You're only about 30 feet from the surface at the moment. What do you guys want to do?
Do we... I don't know where to go. Do we go and check the other way for a deep abyss? Do we continue forward?
We could just go into the darkness until we see some light.
We could certainly do that. Yes.
I am fine with either. I just wanted to get opinions before I chose.
Azrar, opinions? You're the one who goes first.
Let's see. So we're deciding where to go, basically.
Down or somewhere else.
Yep.
Down,
Okay, down it is.
down to Goblin Town.
Okay, make me that survival check.
I don't want to go down to Blight Town.
How on down to South Park?
Actually, I have to remember what its CR is now. Dang it. So close.
Dag nabbit.
There it is.
Erus, I don't know if this is untoward or anything, but I do believe Artan had told me of something that Talato had really liked to do when he found himself in darkness, as he is wont. I believe it goes, "Hello, darkness, my old friend." If that means anything to you.
I can feel Aphid cringing right now.
No worries, I definitely had to deal with a hole at the bottom of the sea from the last group.
Of course.
There's a hole.
The
There's a
hole.
hole in the
Yeah.
Ocean man, take me by the hand.
There's a hole in my bucket.
Oh, I was like, son of a bitch. It's too good. So let's see here. All right. So
SpongeBob SquarePants.
as you head downward, how many times did I teach you this,
Oh.
old man? All right.
Stealth and perception.
Yes.
Damn. Did they not bring up that reference last game?
No.
Well, no,
Or
it's,
their ocean adventure?
it's great because we think that every time Aaron tries to make a save.
Hilarious.
We have to teach you
Disadvantage
this
on
old
every.
man.
You know what's funnier than 24?
25.
25.
Okay. So as we head down into the abyss where you will never be seen from again, Azrar, you begin making your way down, using your dark vision to see as far as you can, looking out for any kind of flashes of lights in the area or anything like that. And as you've been traveling down, the group behind you, actually, are you guys staying within range of each other in this case? Like, you have Iihane for 120 feet to know where Azrar's at. Is that like the distance you guys are traveling away from each other, or are you doing like 60 feet so everybody can see each other?
I would say 120 feet, because
Enough not to run
Iihane,
just
I trust to watch my back.
Yeah, and you haven't done anything against Loth lately, so it's fine.
Lately?
Well,
Yeah.
Who knows what you did before I met you? Loth preaches to disassume everybody's blasphemous.
Yeah, you son of a bitch. Wow.
Hey, baby, you told me to go blasphemous.
So,
Worshipping a piece
so
of corn.
120 feet, Iihane kind of relaying what's going on with Azrar ahead as you make your way deeper into the darkness below. You travel down 100 feet with no real signs. Maybe like an angler like fish or something like that, like swims off in the distance. You occasionally see a few other little small fishes off in the like on the edge of your sight. On occasion you see something bigger with Iihane kind of spotting kind of the same bits depending on where they're at in your location. You travel down 200 feet, 300 feet, 400 feet. There's not a lot of pressure because it's Monster Hunter. You guys are superhuman-esque.
Yeah, I was gonna say my skull implodes from the water pressure.
Yeah, he just turns into a tin can.
Yep. But we're going Monster Hunter humans where everybody's a fucking superhuman. So you're able to withstand it well enough. You feel the pressure, but there's not like that danger of you like dying. Yeah. So, and that's when you see about 60 or so feet down, a slight glint on the seafloor that you can now see. It's grayscale. You can't really make out what it is. You just see a glint at the bottom of the sea.
Time to investigate.
Okay.
I'm gonna do a hand signal to Iihane, like notifying that like I've seen something and that I'm proceeding toward it and to follow behind.
Okay. You assume she sees it because you can't see her.
Yeah. Like I know she can see me, but
So it's a very big trust exercise right now.
yeah.
Which I think. Oh, go ahead.
As I'm talking to Iihane, you know those little light bulbs that I had given you. I believe we can make better use of them down here as almost like signal flares. But either way, since I have certainly lost mine.
Hmm.
I handed one he gave me to him.
Mhm.
Like, you are definitely smarter than I am, so I feel you will more use this in a proper time. In case you need to catch my attention from farther distance as well.
Of course. Put it away. So
Okay.
there's like a little flash of light as Azrar's like looking.
Okay.
And then like it goes away pretty quickly.
Above you, Azrar.
Yeah, so you definitely notice a slight brimming light above for a brief second. You look and it's gone. And I think I was going to ask, kind of Iihane on this. This is a pretty big, like, trust with like Azrar on this one. He's basically relying on you to relay any information going on. How does that make Iihane feel?
It's something strange to Iihane because Drow aren't like. They are very trusting when needed. Azrar willingly trusted her. She is gonna do her best to keep him safe, but also worry about the people with her. It's a battle of base like race instincts versus like actual companionship.
Okay.
And yeah, no, it's definitely a real feeling.
Yeah, I was just curious about that, so that's what I asked. I'm going to close
no.
out this here.
I will always answer anytime you ask something like that.
So, Azrar, as you make it, are you traveling all the way down to the seafloor to look at this thing? How are you examining it or investigating it?
I'm making my way down, but I'm not going straight towards it. Like I'll probably like sort of like go off, like try to like down to the seafloor, like maybe like between 60 and 30 feet away from it.
Okay.
And then sort of like swim along the bottom, but like try to do it like stealthily, like army crawling, but swimming.
Okay, yeah, so you're kind of going 60, 30 feet off to the side of it and then swimming towards it or moving towards it. Okay, go ahead and give me a perception check.
Perception check. Oh, not as good as my initial one.
Iihane, how high do you keep? You see what Azrar is doing. How high do you keep the rest of the group?
The
120.
He symbol that he saw something.
Right.
So I think I'd keep everybody about 100 feet above him.
Okay.
Like within, like 20 feet closer, but close enough they could get to him in a turn if they really, really needed to.
Okay.
Mainly for Erus.
Cool. So-
But at least get within vision of him if they need to.
Okay, so as you kind of slowly crawl towards whatever this thing is, you're getting the slight glint every so often. The ground itself is it's just sand for the most part. There is some sea flora, some ones that don't require any kind of light to grow. And as you get closer, it doesn't seem like anything too large that you're seeing. There's not like a gigantic little bulb flower or anything like that down there. It's just you get close to it and you just see in the sand well, I guess how close do you get to it when you get about 30 feet? It doesn't seem like you definitely encountered Squabbles before. You know what they do. It doesn't look like a lure or anything like that from at least 30 feet away from what you can tell. It's not creating its own light either.
Interesting.
Whatever this is, like something's reflecting off of it. Maybe it's in your dark vision that allows it because it lets a little bit of light filter through. You're not really entirely sure. But it's definitely getting off a slight little glint. But you're too far away to really tell exactly what it is because it's like partially buried in the sand.
I'm gonna risk it for the biscuit, and I'm gonna get right up to it.
Okay.
And try to touch it.
Yeah, honey, you're probably relating to the group. Like he's paused. All right, he's going for whatever. He's starting to move again. And then as Azrar, as you get close to it, and you get maybe about 10 or so feet away, you kind of spy it, and as you swim forward, you start to brush off the sand, and you find about a hand-sized pearl.
Oh, neat.
Yeah, there's no clamshell that as you touch it closes shut or anything like that. It's just a clam. It's a big pearl, just hidden partially in the just hidden partially in the sand. It's a crab pearl.
Oh, I will. I don't know. I'll put that in my bag probably.
Okay. And honey, you see him grab for something, and you watch him put something in his pouch. And then you should look around. What do you want to do?
I'm gonna look around the area and I'm gonna gesture for them to come closer. But I'm gonna look around the area and see if I can find anything else like that, or any signs of creatures having passed through recently.
Okay.
I relay that he is motioning us to approach, so that we
I'll probably have
swim down to him.
I'll probably have all set investigate the pearl.
Okay. So he presents the pearl to you all set as you guys kind of arrive down next to him.
I will keep a watchful eye out. Since I can see the farthest, it makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
I'll just do an initial appraisal, see what it is. If there's anything that I need to go more into it, I'll do it at a later time. But yeah.
A jeweler's kit if you want. Investigation check, I guess, would be either one of those.
Don't have the jewelers, so just base investigation. Here you go.
23. It's a crab pearl. You've seen them. They're pretty common. This one's a bit larger than normal ones. Your rough estimate value is when I tell you when I find it here. What page am I on? Try to see here. I can't see. It told me what page it was on because I marked it so I wouldn't forget it, and I marked the wrong dang page because I put it before I updated the Monster Hunter Monster Manual, so it's in the wrong dang section. Son of a bitch. Oh, there it is. Okay, your rough guess. A normal pearl that isn't as large as this is worth about 75 gold pieces. You assume one about this size is worth about double because it's sizable.
Okay.
150 gold.
Yeah, well, I think this is just a unusually large pearl, worth around 150. It's a good find.
Ooh. Oh, I'm gonna put it back in my bag. It'll be a nice I don't know, just some nice pocket change.
Okay. And then, what do you guys do?
I continue to investigate for signs of things having passed through here recently,
Okay.
or anything like that.
Oh.
I'll inform the rest of the group of that.
Other than seeing a few fish and stuff like that, there's not really a lot of signs, and that's a part of the problem with underwater searches like this, is that trying to find signs is difficult, and your best bet is to kind of wander a bit until you find something, because they're not going to leave like trails typically on the ground like a normal creature would. They're not going to leave anything in the air or above you in the water.
Yeah, loose scales is the best we really can hope for.
Yeah.
Loose scales, teeth, carcasses of things they've recently
Mhm.
killed.
You still have the light from outset. That might show you like maybe a scale like contrast, or maybe something reflects it. You can always look with
yeah.
light.
Yeah, sure. I pull out my weird light bulb rock and I toss it down and see what happens.
You just toss it down on the ground, because right now currently you're on the ocean floor.
Basically near the ground, yeah.
You are on
Yeah.
the ground currently. Though
Yeah,
there
like
are directions where it does continue to go deeper.
Well, actually, I'll hold it in my hand and just sort of like shine it at stuff and look for stuff that it like contrasts with.
Okay.
Or anything like that.
Give me a perception check. Makes the most sense.
Perception.
25. So as you're looking around trying to find kind of any signs of anything else in the area, you definitely get some glints here and there. You guys, maybe there are more pearls, maybe there are other stuff kind of off in the distance. And as you kind of like, put it away to kind of go look for something, you see off in the distance, probably 400-500 feet away, you'd rough guess, a small like flash backwards, like a kind of like almost like a strobe light that's traveling along like a line, just flashes it away for a brief second.
How far? About
500-600 feet.
Okay.
It's a little bit deeper because it's kind of an incline on this the ocean floor you're on, or decline.
And I'm assuming because of the grayscale vision, I can't really see what color it is.
I mean, you could see it because your grayscale is only to 60 feet. This is a light that shines up, so it kind of gives like off a purple. It's far away though at the same time, so it kind of gives off like a white and like slightly bluish tint at certain points, but not much else. From that distance, it's kind of hard.
Guys, there's a light that way. Like there's like a whitish blue, like purplish light, and it like looked like it was traveling down like a line almost.
And I mean, it wasn't like it was a long line. It was a brief couple second or something like that.
Like a low.
Yeah.
Be careful, but I think that's where we should at least investigate. That's the only other thing we can see.
It's something, yes.
Okay. Well, we don't need to move our characters really on the map right now because we're kind of off map at the moment.
Well, on the map even, but yeah.
We'll go to the map I used for the other group, which is this map.
Abyss.
Zooming out. So in this case, the ocean at the top is different. You are looking at this is kind of a scale version of depth is up and down in this one, and distance is left and right. So if we have to do any kind of battles, we'll use this map to set where your distance is height wise and distance from the creature left and right. Just for that kind of view. But so this is kind of where you guys are in. You're in a bunch of fucking water with a floor. And currently you'd be at the bottom of this is where you would be. So you begin, looks like it sounds like you guys want to go towards the light, which is something you should never do.
I was told many times to walk towards the light. Thank you very much. Maybe not by nice people.
So
advice is advice.
I need a survival check for my Trailblazer.
Where on the map?
You guys would be at the very bottom of it. We don't need to really worry about it until we put like we get into a battle where we
Okay.
will we'll put your tokens on there and we'll start you guys probably in the middle, bottom, or wherever you end up roughly being at. Oh, yeah,
Okay.
Switched it up finally. There we go. I switched dice. I didn't roll anything above a 5 prior to this. Okay. So, Azrar, with the group 120 feet behind you, and please make your stealth and perception checks. Okay. So you're traveling for a bit on a little bit of occasion. You know, you're only traveling 500-600 feet. So carefully and cautiously, it probably takes you a couple minutes to get that far. You know, I mean, yeah, a couple minutes makes sense to me. So as you begin making your way that way, you see another slight little flicker of that blue and like whitish light. It kind of curves slightly. I guess actually this way would be better. Just, you can't see. And it's getting bigger. It's definitely not as small as you once saw. Though, with your perception, you really can't make out anything else other than kind of where the light's at. But whatever it is, it doesn't seem to have noticed you either. Or if it's a creature or not. Because it doesn't seem to be moving. It seems to be in the same spot.
I will continue towards it, but I will continue to try to be stealthy.
Okay. So you make your way towards it, and as you get about how far do you want to get to? How close do you want to get to it?
Let's say 40 feet away.
You get about 40 feet away, getting in your dark vision, whatever this thing is. And as you get, at 60 feet, you can kind of start making out what it is. You definitely see what looks to be some kind of scale, some kind of spikes on it, but not entirely sure. And as you get to about that 40 feet, you start to make out more of the details on it. You are looking at the back of a Legiacris with a slight little flash on the side of it.
Not an elder dragon.
And it is not an elder dragon. It's a slight little flash just on the side. It seems to be laying down on the seafloor. Not facing you. You're facing its back right now. Or its back is facing you.
Is it like a normal Legiacris?
You're seen in grayscale, so you have no idea. I guess the grayscale, I mean, your assumption it is not like super dark, like colored scales from what you can tell compared to a normal one. Your best guess, but you don't really know.
Okay.
It could be an ivory one for all you know.
Well, an ivory one spends more time on land.
Yeah.
Spends more time doesn't mean it's not always on land. Hey, and it's on land right now on the sea floor.
Okay.
Does that mean we get to use our land speed?
No.
Well, my land speed and my swim speed are the same anyways.
Yeah,
Same
yeah.
here,
Your land
but-
speed right now is difficult terrain.
Yeah, mine's the same anyways right now, too.
Yeah.
But still.
So,
Well, I personally don't want to provoke it since this isn't really our target. This isn't an elder dragon.
it is not.
So I'm going to actually start to swim back to the group.
So,
And
I say, as you're making your way back, you do have the, it's not the elder dragon, it's not our target, but you are currently basically below the shipping lanes. For a
so
lot,
it might be a hazard anyway.
yeah, that is the kind of one thought you have as you're going back to the party. But that is still up to you if you wish to relay that information or what you want to do. But that is definitely a thought you have.
Okay. So I'll go back to the party. So it's not an elder dragon that I was seeing, but it's a Legiacris resting on the ocean floor. But, and like I know it's not our target, but we're underneath the shipping lanes right now. So we might need to deal with it just in case, because it could be a threat.
Here's a question
I would
for
say
Aaron.
no. I would say no on this part. Go ahead.
Question for Aaron.
Yep.
Speak of animals, is that only in beasts in your settings, or would that count for Legiacris as well? It says beast, so I don't want to.
For the most part, I've let it be beast. I did let Mage talk to a Wraithian one time because I forgot.
I'm not pushing it if it is only beast. I just wanted to double check
See,
beforehand.
typically I want it to be beasts. There may be on a rare or special occasion where I'll let it be otherwise.
Okay, nope. I just wanted to, because if we were going to start this fight, I was just gonna ask it to leave first, or ask it if it's seen the creature we're looking for.
Gotcha.
But if it doesn't work, it doesn't work, and I'm not going to push.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't know if we are prepared to handle both the Legiacus and whatever we are hunting, because we are hunting an elder dragon. It could weaken us to the point where we're in danger. We could always report that it's here when we head back to the guild.
Yeah, that's a fair point.
Can't hear you,
But
Erus.
if we can, yeah, Erus is muted.
Sorry. We could always, take a rest afterwards. After fighting this.
That is a point as well. I am okay either way. I just don't think we need to kill it.
There is no problem with the Legiacus right now. Everyone knows the problems with the shipping lanes and how these things can arise. I vote no against dealing with this thing in such a manner.
I lean towards no as well, because we should not go out of our way to slay things that we have not been asked to. Messes with the balance.
Yeah, no, I've got no issue not fighting it.
Erus does not seem happy about your guys' decision, but he goes along with it, it seems like.
Erus is fairly unbiased. It doesn't affect him.
Okay.
Much.
I felt like
I didn't.
it was more of like Erus was like, I'm kind of
Yeah,
annoyed
no,
because I want to kill
I
the damn
didn't-
thing.
No,
I didn't want
it's
to upset teammates.
he doesn't. Erus has become less bloodthirsty after many times his
Seeing
thirst
whole
for
village.
killing things has putting people in dangerous situations and gotten his teammates hurt. So he's
Willing to listen to reason. I got you. Okay.
kind of growing out of that.
Cool. Okay. So Erus goes is
Character development.
horrible. Who develops characters? So no, that's great. All right. So as you guys, as you look around, what do you do now? You're leaving the Geikers alone. You're roughly about 120 to 200 feet away. You guys like give it a little bit more space, possibly. What do you want to do? There are all directions to go. There's at the moment you don't see any signs of the creature, but you could be, looking about for stuff. I guess actually, Erus as the spotter, you do happen to notice off in a different direction. I'm not going to give a space because you really don't know directions down here. You're underwater. There's no sunlight. There's no stars. There's no nothing. You don't know what directions you're facing other than the fact that that's up and this is down because you're on the seafloor. You do happen to notice some, like it appears for a brief seconds everybody's kind of discussing and you just happen to be looking in that direction. More of that same kind of like lights, kind of like you were seeing as you were traveling this way with the Legiacus, but they are longer and they're not, instead of like being strobe lights, it's like light appears in one spot and travels along a line to another constantly, just, and it slowly changes colors as it's going.
I'll kind of point that out and just hey, guys, there's some weird light stuff over there.
So look over. Look
Yeah,
back.
no.
I'll look over like,
Just nod.
We see the light, but it's too far away for me to actually see.
It's quite far away still, yeah.
Yeah, okay. I was just make sure.
Yep.
I think that might be our best way to go then.
I'll also
Promising.
kind of describe the like kind of light, how it acted and stuff.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Well, the only hint we have to the creature is light. So looking for lights at the bottom of the sea,
Solid plan.
much like the hole we went into.
at
is
the bottom of
best
the
way to
sea.
go. Exactly. But I guess that's where we should go.
Just nod.
Okay.
Sounds good to me.
So you
Do
begin
we see
making.
any pineapples in the bottom of the sea?
As you look for a pineapple at the bottom of the sea, you have a heart attack and die. Azrar is no longer with you all. No, you
Do we
do.
get air,
Now we're stuck with his
airdrop
brother,
immediately?
Bazrar.
I have lightning powers because I am Baz.
Azrar. Yeah.
It's gonna be like that scene from Biofest where the twin brother shows up.
Yeah.
I want you to call me by his name. He would have wanted that.
Yes, exactly. God, what was his name now? Can't remember. Now I'm angry because I just looked at it not that long ago. It was probably like a month or two, but still. Anyway, back on track. You begin making your way that way. Survival roll from Trailblazer.
I'll take 18s all day.
Okay.
Which
Okay.
is still under half of, like, I still only rolled a 9 for that.
Okay, so as you make your way in that direction, traveling, Azrar, give me your stealth and perception once again. Being as quietly and cautious as you can to not awaken the Gaiacus while trying to get in this direction. You're far enough away where you're not really that worried about, but just better safe than sorry. As you know, Erus, especially being the spotter, you're keeping an eye behind you for that, in addition to whatever might be in front at the same time. Kind of that's your focus. While you travel for 500-600 or so feet, almost to the direction where you're at, and when you come upon an area, Azrar, that seems to be a sunken ship. What do you do?
I'd like to first look around to see if I notice the lights Eris had mentioned.
Sure. With a 27 on your perception, as you look around, you do spot some lights, not too far away, maybe 100, 120 feet away or so. Hard to really make out anything because of your dark vision range. Just not too far away that kind of flicker and go longer. They're much bigger now that you're so much closer to it. But you can't tell what it is. But it's moved based off of its location. It's in a spot where the pirate, or not the pirate ship, but the ship would have been blocking your view prior to, from where you first saw it.
Okay, so I'm not gonna make my way to the ship, even though we could find treasure there, because, well, the lights aren't at the ship, so being logical.
So, eventually, the group catches up to you on the spot you're currently sitting and waiting in. What do you do?
The lights that way. We could investigate the ship, but I feel like our priority should be investigating the lights.
And as he says that, you see another flicker light just through, and you see it's now a second set, just like a tiny partial bit of it, not in the same spot, just different heights in the water, but in a slightly different spot than when you saw them, Azrar.
Looks like we're getting closer, so.
Let's go.
Mario?
Yep.
No, Luigi.
Oh.
No, this is
Aw.
Patrick.
Charlie Day?
Yeah.
Jack Black as Bowser?
Chris Pratt as Mario. There's
Keegan Michael
passage
Key
to
is the best one ever. I laughed my ass off when I saw that.
It's me, Mario. Hello, I am Guardians of Galaxy Man.
I mean, it's voice acting. It'll be interesting to see how that turns out. I'm giving it a chance. Everybody's so
I'm
like
just annoyed.
about this. I'm like, I'm
No,
cool with it.
I'll give it a chance.
I'm just annoyed that they have Charles Martinet in the movie, but not as Mario.
He needs to do the sound effect noises for when he jumps and stuff. That's how it works.
He's just gonna be Yoshi.
That'd be great. So
I'm excited about Charlie Day as Luigi.
so
Luigi has conspiracy board confirmed.
So as you look in that direction, Iihane, there is no cover at all towards whatever this thing is. It's just outside of your vision, probably another 30, 40 or so feet, but there's no cover you can see with your dark vision in that direction. There's a couple little plants that have grown up that are like 3-4 feet tall, but they're like
I do
this
get that,
thin.
that warning to everybody. I'm like, if we do go towards that light, chances are it will see us when we see it. There's nothing to really hide.
That is risk I am willing to take.
I
My
do
thoughts
not
exactly.
believe that we were. I do not believe that we were the most stealthy of groups anyway. As I just.
Well, the best part is as he
Every
does,
program.
you pull that out, but at the same time, like even Iihane in your armor right now, as you're moving,
Yeah.
there's not a lot of sound because a lot of it is cushioned by the water.
I
So-
like these on the water quest.
I make the sound with my mouth.
He prestidigitations the sound.
I had a stupid idea based off of what the other group did. We gotta go Wiggler mode.
Dig a hole and just wiggle your face.
Like, we will crawl through the mud of the
Right.
sand.
I'm a little big to do that, but
Spider body.
And you're a Shengauren.
yeah, I just wanted to warn you guys before we approach it that it most likely will notice us, unless we are very lucky.
Eh.
Okay.
Okay.
Iihane, yeah, we're not the most
I know we're Team Loud and Proud, but still.
we're not the most the most stealthy or lucky group, I will say.
I can, but still. I just wanted to warn people before we headed out. But Azrar, take the honors of heading towards it first.
So I would give you a slightly more context of where you guys are at versus where it's at versus where like the ship is at. So you currently are probably about 40 to like 60 feet away from the ship that is to, we'll say, your east in this case. The lights you're seeing are about 150 feet to your north. And all around you is just flat seafloor. Open water, flat seafloor. A couple little thin plants here and there. There is a large rock or like something like that to your west, about another 70 to 80 feet or so.
I think that instead of me going ahead, we should stick together for this.
I agree.
Stick together, okay?
Okay, so if we're trying to go stealthy, I need everybody to make me a stealth check. If you have normally disadvantage from armor, you do not have it while you're in the water. Like it matters.
I would like to point out I rolled better with disadvantage than I did normal.
Nice.
I nat one day.
Better than the fucking road. I did better than everyone.
Bastard.
Oh man,
Erus has just been showing up the rogue all night. Initiative, stealth,
so
deck saves.
yeah. So I love this because it's one of those things where it's like there's no way in hell we're gonna be stealthy. It was like no way, and then Erus is just like I got this, and he's like crawling perfectly, slowly. Like if you don't look for a second, like he's kind of like pushing his arms under the sand to get like more on him to cover himself better and stuff like that. The rest of you guys are trying to do what you can to stay low, and you're just like you stick out like a sore thumb.
My swim speed becomes a burrow speed.
Yes.
I taught him so well.
The
I
student
taught
has overcome the
Erus
master.
so well how to be stealthy.
Yes, trained him. He has surpassed the master.
Sure.
That's what Ezra likes to think, at least. So you make it to about 60 feet of the lights themselves. I guess. What is it? No, I lied. I apologize. You make it 30 feet to your like 120, and as you begin to see it, Iihane, you see it turn. Its wings, like kind of like flapping in the air or in the water, manta ray like with a long whiskers, and the glow it lights up the entire body as Amellwind faces you as you face it, staring at all of you except for Erus, who is currently hidden under the sand.
Woo! A little stick outside the sand.
All we see is like his eyes as you're staring at the group or at him, Erus. You got a little
Queen has
that little.
arrived.
You like stop yourself perfectly where there's like a bit of like the sea plants like on your head. It's perfect.
Wiggler Jerome has been discovered.
As it is now, time to roll some initiative.
And
We want
also
to, didn't you say
technically
you-
to end the session.
Yeah, I was
That's
about
true. We're
to
not
say.
going to roll for initiative. We're going to roll for initiative because I'm having to clear it out. But yes,
Yeah,
as you see the Amellwind, yeah, that far off. We can still put our tokens on the map because that is something we can do. Because they will not be using this one because they are not currently in the ocean anymore. The rest of the group,
Oh, they already killed it, those bastards.
they did.
We did kind of
we took an alternate
sidetracked a
path.
lot.
You guys had some alternate paths and stuff like that. Dun, 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 dun.
We're also goofy, so we get distracted.
So seafloor. So seafloor's on the bottom. So you guys are gonna be near the bottom of this area. I'm gonna put you about 120 feet away ish.
Okay.
You guys put yourselves where to Iihane, so it'll be
Because I would have
There.
barely been able to see, yeah.
if someone can. Yeah, so right here, son. Fuck, I'm just doing
There I am on the floor.
something like right here. I think is where it was. Yeah, close enough. Like right there. So yeah, if it sees you, you see it. The battle prepares to commence. Azar's way the fuck up in the water for some reason. That's lower you down. So that's depth is up and down. So we're not gonna have like side views. You're basically all kind of we can effectively, you guys can spread out. You're not necessarily all on a line right here, though. At the moment, you're kind of in a horizontal line as you're walking towards it. But we will go from here, starting next session next month, and see how this goes. And then after that, we'll see what you guys do next. So let's get some experience. Let's roll for some loot on that on those Zamtrios.
Yeah, I think
Weeks.
we might be able to level up.
Let's find
I
out.
think mayhaps. I
We
hope.
only need 1,400, so
Aaron's gonna blue ball us and give us 1,399.
don't you fucking dare.
Or
So-
he could do the proper thing, whereas you have to long rest before you level
Nah,
up.
it's super hard to keep that track on my own, especially with two groups. Fuck that. I just do end of session. So if we just do only the things you killed for no other experience, you guys get 1,350 experience. Congratulations. No, that's not what you get.
Okay, I'm like, fucking-
You ass nerd. Wow. All that fucking
Let's
punch
see
that
here.
in super fast.
Let's see here. I gotta pull this up here for some information gathering and stuff like that. I don't know if you guys will level because I think you were gonna level once you killed this thing.
we literally after the things we've killed, we need 50 more experience.
Oh, you only need 4. Oh, that's all you need. I thought you guys needed more than 1,400 each. My bad.
No, we needed 1,400.
1,400
Because we're all the same
Okay.
Yeah.
capacity, yeah.
Oh, let's see. You're gonna get some experience from some of the other things you guys dealt with. So give me 1 second here.
'Cause we're sitting at 62,600 XP, and we level up at 64,000 XP.
Dude,
Hana is my officially like highest
2,250
total.
Right.
total for each.
Cool.
All right. So
Uh,
6, 4, 850. Well, it's a good thing I did some flavor stuff for my level up pre-session.
My wife messaged me. All
I'm
right.
telling you that time.
you'd be like, "What are you doing, you bastard?"
Yeah, she loves me. That would be a term of endearment from my wife.
I think that's the term of endearment to any wife.
No.
My cousin's girlfriend calls me that all the time. So
She asked if I was around, but she also sent me a picture of what my wife wants to get my dog's costumes for Halloween, and I hate dressing dogs up.
Mhm.
So she sent me. This is not our dog. This is just a picture. It's a Sam Winchester. Which camera is it? This one. The stream can see this one right now. You guys can see this one. It's fucking Sam Winchester. I'm like, no, I hate it. It's horrible.
Question: how do I multi-class on this?
at the very you put 0.
I don't
as
know.
Your barbarian class, and underneath you'll see a multi-class
Well,
option.
Yeah, I think in the Character Mancer it does give you an option to go through it. And
so I have to go through the character.
I mean,
on
if
the-
otherwise, you can just
Or on the back page. On the back page, there's also options.
Oh yeah, so on the settings widget.
Oh, okay, cool.
So you guys get no gold because you guys technically didn't find any gold or complete the hunt for this session. But yeah, you would change it to you click on the second. You check the second class. So on this widget, say left side second box. This is multi-class options. You check the box for second class, put the level of it, put what
And
your
then-
classes
okay.
you pick.
Well, I get an ability score improvement.
Now
yeah.
you're gonna have to manually add in your features and
Excellent.
traits.
I already have to do that because Xanathar's guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've
Actually,
got Xanathar's one, but for some reason I have it has the scout stuff in, and I don't have anything bought on Roll20.
Well, I have Xanathar's, I'm pretty sure.
Mhm.
So, and because we don't have
Yeah.
more than 15 in this game, you guys should have access to my stuff.
Oh well,
that might be
should.
why, yeah.
So I'll double check that and make sure it's there. I'm gonna
I
exit out of the
didn't
game.
before, but
Yeah, I mean you should now, but I'll double check it right now. Make sure it's sharing out my stuff. Settings, game
I
I think my
settings.
con up to 20.
we choose paladins choose their oath at level 1, right?
No, level 3.
3.
No, 3.
3. Okay. Cool. Well then,
Query roles, NPC sheets.
Maraska's giving you multi-class options, but I'm pretty sure you've already chosen.
yeah, this has been planned for a couple months now.
So, what are you multi-classing into? Oh, Paladin,
Paladin.
right. Fuck, I'm stupid.
Paladin.
You're the Cornadin.
Yeah. Which means I need to roll a d10 for the HPs.
I'm to pay Aaron to make an Oath of the Corn subclass.
It's just
Yeah, I was about
Oath of
to
Nature.
say.
Oath of Ancients. That's it.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, no,
I'm not.
that,
And
Erus
all
is not
followers
one
of Maizutsune are called the Children of the Corn.
Yeah, so I have Lost Mine, Xanathar's, and Player's Handbook all purchased on Roll20. So you guys should have access to anything from Xanathar's
Okay.
through Character
That
Mancer and
explains
stuff like
it.
that. Yeah, because it's up to 15 players per. If you have more than 15 players, it doesn't let you share it.
yep.
So
Maraska would like to know if you're a paladin of Tiamat.
No.
He's a Paladin of Maisie.
Yeah, paladin Maisie.
oh, Maisie,
I mean,
fucking Maisie, the demigod.
Amazing.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's kind of like the
Uh,
Kuatoa thing. Like, if enough people believe in it, it becomes real.
it is a tulpa.
I always have to be careful, Aaron, picking spells in your game
Mhm.
because it's reading my books, and I have the Deep Magic book,
Mm.
which is a whole bunch of extra spells that I don't want to use because they're not in your game.
Right.
I don't want to use them. Though I
My
would take a
character
look at
man's
those.
taken
have
forever
a-
to build my character right now.
They have a lot of fun spells in those,
Mhm.
Aaron.
That's
like,
reasonable.
it's just a nice book. Just be for one beforehand. Ooh, I can summon Celestial.
I get my extra slots.
Nice.
Hell yeah.
I don't have a gold reliquary worth at least 500. I cannot
Oh
summon
my god,
Celestial.
yes.
So
My favorite is I can now ask Loth to save us. And I have a 10% chance of succeeding.
So, when we increase our HP, do we go back to full health, or will we still have the same?
No,
I
you
think
will
it's
still
just
have
stat
you
what
will
you
still have your
want.
HP you have now currently. Because technically level ups would happen on a rest, so you guys are going to keep your same HP, same resources are going to be still there at the moment. And I know that was an issue with the character mans on the last group, because their stuff all reset back up, and they were a lot more fucked up when they leveled up.
I'm gonna bounce out of the voice chat because I think that's part of the reason why character mans are taking fucking forever
That's
right
fair.
now.
If you guys roll your HP, just remember you have your I reset your rerolls for these characters when you for this campaign, so you have 3 rerolls for the rest of the campaign unless you already used them when you made the level 9 character for your HP, and yeah, that's it. And you will gain that HP, so that HP you will gain on top. So if you get 8 more max HP, your HP you currently have will increase by 8 as well.
Okay, so our max HP will increase, but where we're at now won't.
Correct. So like if you're at, well, to be correct, if you're at 93 HP right now and you gain max HP, your current HP will also increase by 8.
Okay, cool. That's what I was.
Yes.
Okay, cool.
I just meant you weren't going to get to max. You wouldn't get to your max
Yeah.
HP from this level
Well,
up.
I mean,
Unless you already are.
I'm almost there, yeah. I was missing 4 HP, so I'm at 135 out
There
of
you go.
139.
That's what I'm saying, man. Flabby hide.
Oh
Get
my
that.
god.
Cams are messed up for streams. Sorry, guys.
4 HP at this
Yeah, 'cause,
point. Well, I've, you know. Oh,
Because
Good.
Azrar left.
Yep. So everybody's in weird spots now. Now, Erus is now Iihane. No, Erus is now all set. All set is now Iihane, and Mike is now Azrar.
And then just to clarify, because at level 10, artificers get magic item adept and they can attune up to 4 magic items at once. It just means that weapon and armor get an additional slot on top of.
Correct. You have one additional weapon
each
and armor. Yep.
Yeah.
That's still useful.
That's so good.
It's so nice. So very
They have
nice.
so much stupid things on it.
I don't know
So
what
many things.
spell I want.
Okay, no, we're never bringing back. Yeah, my closet. It's not my closet. It's my wife's arts and crafts closet. That's all Ainsley's stuff. It is not my fault.
Where would it say multi-classing restrictions if it has it?
Everything is typically a 13, I think.
Yeah.
Oh, let's see.
No, it's good. I'll take this Guardian of Faith. I've never seen this spell.
Guardian Faith, I'm pretty sure is pretty powerful. Let me see. Honestly, I am not gonna worry too much. It's been a plan for your character for a while.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna worry about the restrictions.
I'm just not seeing where it's at on this.
It's usually bought. It'd be player's handbook.
13 in strength and charisma for paladin.
Oh well,
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah, you're
Great.
fine. You're covered.
Yeah, no, it's never anything other than 13.
Yep. So
Yeah, I was making sure it wasn't something like wisdom.
you're not allowed to be a
No.
druid, an artificer, a wizard.
Pretty much
or-
most of
That's
these
it.
are smart class.
You can be a warlock.
Also, yeah,
And
get you some extra smite slots.
fucking
That could be your Loth.
proficiency.
You could Loth could be your warlock patron.
He's gonna
I don't-
become a
I don't-
Hexblade warlock with Maisie as his
That's my
as your Hexblade warlock. Perfect.
Okay, so I get
So-
now I get more skills.
I have to go. So for the stream, guys, thank you for watching. I will be back sometime, most likely the second week of October, for some more D&D, some petty squabbles, Monster Hunter Stories, Campaign 1 and 2, to see how that is all going. If you like what I'm doing, you want to check out my Patreon, go check it out. You can grab the Monster Hunter Monster Manual, the Guide to Monster Hunting for free. Just check the bio section for the PDF versions, because they are much better formatted than GM Binder ones, which like to be angry with, depending on what kind of monitor you have. Other than that, I will be back. I'll be back sometime this week, most likely, for one last game, because I still have one more player to run with also Maraska, or yeah, the Great Hale, who's in chat. So thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you later.